Alright guys, BLM here back in our live stream. I have nothing set up and I'm really fucking late. So let's get this set up. Okay, cool. Audio's working. But yeah, we're here. Back with more Squirrel With A Gun, the greatest game ever. Congratulations, Philip Shepard, for being on Survivor 50. That is certainly something we ought to talk about yeah, like, what the fuck is happening with the 50 world? Dude, I'm so ready for the 50, like, preseason to be over with. Like, I just need this to be done. I've been too fucking distracted with 50 stuff. Like, legitimately, like, I was hoping to be done with all the videos I had to edit by today. I didn't finish the last video I'm editing right now because I'm so distracted with the 50 stuff. And I haven't played any, Like a Dragon the last few days because also I've been so distracted with 50 stuff that it has led to me not finishing the videos until, like, super late. So I need 50 to fucking happen already. Can this be fucking over with, please? Can the cast just fly out already? Philip, what a question. Yeah, Philip Shepard is distracting me. That is true. I have to fight for Philip's rights to be on Survivor 50. Yeah. Maybe? So yeah, like, essentially, like, going back to last stream. So again, we were talking about how, like, again, Redmond said, okay, there's 100% a person between season 16 to 33 on. And then, I forgot, was the Survivor Unite stuff already out by that point? I think it might have been, right? The Survivor Unite thing about how there's an early 30s male that was cut and then called back. But anyway, through all those things, we thought it was Jay, right? Like, I think we all, like, most of the 50 people, like, assumed it was Jay. Next day, Redmond does an update. It's season 16 through 26. So Jay is out. Also, we got more information from Survivors United on who that person is, which we'll probably also talk about. But also, like, there's not many options. Like, 11 through 26, it's like, there's not many people there, that would get called nowadays. So, and also, like, again, it's already confirmed it's not, it wasn't, well, again, Ty is irrelevant now, but, like, it's not Malcolm. And also, he, like, it was confirmed anyway, but, like, he further confirmed today it's not Coach. So, again, the Jonas' real thing would be really funny. But yeah, why is it not Malcolm? Because he said it's not Malcolm. Well, to be fair, he has not said it's not Malcolm. He said it's not, he technically said it's not Coach. But when it comes to Malcolm, again, Malcolm is the season 25 male that is on his unsure list, and he has said that I still have no information on that person. So it's not Malcolm. Also, Survivors United is still, like, has said that Malcolm was cut, so I'm personally thinking Malcolm was cut anyway. Sydney's out. Like, that's pretty much confirmed. Ty, we'll talk about it. Again, there's no fucking way it's Albert. Yeah, so again, looking at the options, which again, I guess we're starting with this. I guess fuck Survivor 48. We're starting with fucking Philip Shepard. So one is sources? I assume not, right? I did do a deep dive into Philip Shepard, though. He did get back into Survivor. Where, like, again, like, back when quarantine was happening, he did quarantine questionnaire talking about he was super bitter at Survivor, like, said I would never go in the show again, they edited me like shit, like, all this stuff. Over the last year, he's been posting a lot of, like, throwback to me being on Survivor. Like, he's been doing a lot of that. Mind you, that was even before calls went out, so I don't think that's necessarily relevant to, like, him being on 50, but more so just, like, checking up on his, like, state of mind on things. Yeah, also, yeah, it's a non-winner also. It's confirmed it's not a winner. So yeah, it's not Cochran, which people have been speculating as well. So yeah, essentially it's not a winner, and yeah, now it's between 16 to 26, and it's not Malcolm. I think that's the only, like, full information we have on it. Kobe playing with Q and Philip would be funny, yeah. There's a shot it's Wyatt Nash. It's not Jason Siska. So again, the possibilities are Eric, Reckenbach. I think with that comes a lot of issues. First, the fact that Eric himself has said that he would say no because of, like, family issues, and this went before calls even went out. This was back in, like, July or June of last year. Calls didn't go out until August. Again, there's a shot, like, he, like, obviously that changed and he could do it. But also, it's like, do they really want Eric Reichenbach? Like, maybe. But, like, are they really picking Eric Reichenbach over Malcolm? Like, I feel like that's a bizarre pick. Like, that is insane, if that's what happens. So, there's that. I don't think anybody... And again, it's a man, also. So, again, I don't think there's anybody else on Micronesia. Kenny is someone people are mentioning. There's a couple things against that. First, the fact that Kenny himself was talking about Survivor 50 rumors. On his live stream, like, he was, like, just openly talking about how, like, yeah, I heard Suri and Amanda are on 50. It's like, why are you doing that if you're on? Also, beyond that, Survivors Unite, who, again, has a lot of sources in the pre-Heroes of Villains era, has said that they have not heard a single person from Gabon getting called. So, I don't think it's a person from Gabon. Token Chains, again, it's not Coach. That got further cemented today. It can't be... I mean, I guess the option is Steven, right? Considering Steven was someone that Redmond heard about a while back, then, like, later thought it was bad information. Yeah, like, Steven is an option. I think the problem with Steven is the fact that he is openly talking about 50 rumors also. And, like, just spread them also on the chat BCC, what the fuck that place is called. So again, I don't think, and also Steven's consistently said that he won't play again also. So it's like, and I don't think much has really changed. Yeah, so that's Steven. Samoa, again, already, Redmond said it's not Russell Hantz. I forgot about that. That's also a thing. So at that point, it's like, who else is there? Jason? Are they calling Jason nowadays? I mean, did they call Jason at all? But also, again, Survivors Unite also said no one for Samoa in a spot where, again, they have a lot of sources that would know that. Nicaragua, also not really any options. Marty is someone I would love to see. It's not fucking happening. Also, Survivors Unite did say no one from Nicaragua as well. So, yeah, that's that. Redemption Island, again, obviously, Philip is there. There are issues with Philip being the person. First, the fact that he had a hip replacement 2 years ago, which is not a great sign. Not impossible he would be on. I mean, Scout went on the show for, like, a botched knee replacement. So, like, it's not impossible for it to be Philip, but that is definitely something to know. Also, the fact that Philip is 67 years old. He would be the third oldest player ever, tied with Jimmy Johnson. Only Rudy and Joe Del Campo are older than him. So that's the question marks. However, he is obviously, like, a pretty massive name. And I think a lot of people are, like, really downplaying how big of a name Philip is. Like, Philip was such a massive name at the time. Like, he was literally the main person promoted for Karamoan. Like, and again, they wanted to bring him back immediately for South Pacific. Like, he was such a big name at the time. Again, not liked, which is definitely a question mark as well. But again, very, very well liked. Or very, very well, whatever. Like, big name. So again, that is the thing with Philip. And again, it just, like, feels like when we're looking at the caliber of this cast, I think Philip fits that amongst the other potential options at this point. So I personally do think it is Philip, but it's not, like, locked in just because, again, like, he's fucking 67 years old with a fucking hip replacement. And also, oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's also the thing. Diversity mandate. It's possible. And if there is diversity mandate, I think at that point, Philip's pretty much the only option. Which is also, I forgot, that was another reason why I'm in on Philip as well, is because of diversity mandate. Because with that also in play, like, they can do it. Actually, I forgot, yeah, we'll talk about Jonas. So yeah, that's Philip's side of it. Again, Wyatt Nash is a person. Like, Matt Elrod, again, we know that they called him for second chance, really wanted there, Karamoan as well. What they call now, who knows? Would he say yes? Also, who knows? I did look up his, like, filmography. He hasn't really done much recently, so it's like, yeah, who the fuck knows? I think 11-9, though, is very strange. It's like, why do 11-9 when you could just do 10-10? Like, why get that close? Like, to me, it's like, either go all in or don't go at all. Like, it's like, either go all in, do diversity mandate, or just kind of say fucking go for, like, the biggest names possible, and that way you have, like, that excuse. Now, like, if you do, like, 11-9, I feel like you're kind of, like, doing the middle of, like, you're kind of, like, not satisfying both. Like, I feel, and to be fair, CBS would definitely do that, but, like, I do feel like it is a weird thing for them to do. But yeah, again, Matt Elrod, like, maybe, but again, is Matt Elrod on the same caliber as, like, almost everyone else on this cast? I don't think so. I like to talk last stream. It's like, this is a cast, like, as of what we know right now, there's no real duds. Like, again, there are people that I would not pick, and there are people that I don't think are going to be entertaining on the show, but there's nobody here that has, like, no legacy on the show. Like, these are all massive names in the Survivor community. To where it's like I think, like, just having Matt Elrod there would be so fucking random. But anyway, 23, like, really, Jim Rice is probably the only option, right? Which, again, I think it's, like, in the Marty camp of, like, his time's past. I just think it's not very likely at this point. Albert's not fucking on. Come on. Like, again, Jeff hated Albert at the time. Like, I doubt they fucking remember fucking Albert, at this point. Like, Jeff, like, again, Jeff hates that archetype. The, like, Albert sash, like, Mick Trimming, like, the, kind of, like, sleazy salesman-y sort of guy. But yeah, yeah, we'll talk about the 50 voting, too. But yeah, One World. Again, Jonas was out there. To be fair, even Brian Hikes Wiener said that Jonas was cut, but Jonas's name was out there. I still think the issue is the fact that, like we're really cutting, like, I guess, like, at this point, it's like you need a POC person. Well, you just need a POC person, but still, it's like, why would you pick Jonas over Sean Rector or over Tai Trang? I think that's also a thing. Like, it's bizarre. Like, I can't imagine it's Jonas, but he's the person there. Outside that, Troyzan is someone to mention, but again, I think Game Changers lowered them on him. And also, again, we already have so many of his, like, archetype that do we really need another, and having Troyzan there? You never know, but, like, I'm not banking on it. Philippines, like, is there even an option there? Like, again, like, Pete Yurkowski. Oh, Jeff Cat. I forgot about Jeff Cat. That's the person being talked about. I think Jeff Cat's essentially the same thing as Wyatt Nash. I forgot that Elrod. There we go. I love it, like, I'm blanking on his actual name. But yeah, I think it's, like, the same thing of, like, okay, a person that they really wanted at a certain time, they said no, but it's been, like, literally 20 seasons, so it's like I'm not banking on it. But again, you never know, I guess. But it's like, also, it's like kind of the same thing as Troyzan. It's like too many of this archetype already. We don't need another one. And then 26, it's like Reynold, I guess. But also, I think Reynold fits into, like, the Alberts and the mix and, like, that sort of archetype of one that Jeff never liked. George Jeff was never particularly high on Reynold, so. Okay. I personally think it's Philip. I think, like, if we're, like, keeping diversity mandate, if we're again going for big names or whatever, I think Philip is the biggest name. Oh yeah, I forgot we didn't talk about Russ Swan. Yeah, Russ Swan's again option, but I do think they would go. Well, one, I don't know if, like, again, I guess you could say this with Philip too, but, like, I don't know if Russell would say yes. Where Russell came out of, like, Philip, like, Russell's had, like, 2 very traumatizing experiences with Survivor. At this point, like, obviously he almost died on Samoa, and then with Philippines, he came out of it in a really big depression where, like, he, again, like, yeah, very much struggled following it. I just don't think Russell Swan says yes. But I wouldn't be opposed to it first. Like, I mean, do I need him for 50? I think that's insane. But, like, just in general, Russell Swan return, I would not be opposed to it. But still, I think Philip is the front runner, especially because Philip has become more involved in the Survivor community recently. He's been going to watch parties. He went to a Jeff, what was it? Jeff spoke at some sort of event, and he was there, and he took a photo of Jeff and everything. Which, I think that's, like, a little bit of a question mark, obviously, of, like, okay, would he do this if he was on 50? But again, I think it definitely shows that Philip is, like, willing to come back at this point. I think he has shifted his perspective since last time. I think it's essentially like what happened to Sean Rector, where Sean Rector was also, I'm not coming back until you fix your shit with diversity and everything. And they've essentially done that. Philip is either first boot or, like, dragged to the end. I think it's one of the two. Okay, so that's the deep dive into fucking the 16 to 26 player. There's a lot of other, like, little news with 50, but should we talk about it right away, or should we go to the other things? Redman, like, okay, like, he said there can be more than 20. He doesn't think that there will be more than 20, but there can be. I just don't see it personally. I think at most it's like 22, right? Because like a lot of people are saying it's 24 people. There's no fucking way they're doing 24 people. And even 22, I think is very implausible. Also, it's like I don't know. I don't know if they want to do 21. I think it's just gonna settle on 20. Likely, I mean, it's Philip and Eric, and then I don't know who the third is. But I think those are the top two. Lag? I didn't see it on my end, but maybe. Philip and Elizabeth on stage 5, that would be something. Yeah, Philip and Q. But yeah, 24 people, 26. Yeah, it would be insane. I don't think it's Reynolds. I feel fairly confident it's not Reynolds. Maybe Steven, even though again Steven has a lot of like things against him too. Like I just generally don't think it's like Steven or was it Reynolds or Matt or other person. Who's the other person? Jeff Kent or like those sort of people. Or Jonas. Either way. Waiting for BB27 and A vs. the World at this point. Yeah. I'm very happy Big Brother's 2 months away. I would have, like, I don't know what I would have done if Big Brother was soon. Like, I would have genuinely lost my mind. Thank fucking God. I'm going to have a bit of a break in between big shows. So, that's something. But yeah, alright. Should we talk Survivor? Or, Eddie Fox and C almost beat Cochran. Did he, though? Rob C's not looking great at this point. Yeah, Rob, so there's a lot of things, obviously, just like spots on the cast, it's very limited at this point. So I was already kind of out on Rob last stream. Since then, Rob has done a podcast with Drop Your Buffs, talking about the 50 rumors at a point. I did not watch it yet, but I heard on Know It Alls today, he was talking about Joe's on 50. I don't think Rob is doing that if he's on. But yeah. Oh yeah, we talked about the 50 voting. Yeah, I forgot about that. The fuck that. What the fuck are we doing? The fucking shit theme. In the hands of the fans. Again, I can't wait to see if there's idols or not. I really wonder where this vote's gonna go. Can Joe win 6 immunities? It's possible. I wouldn't bank. I think he'll get 5. I don't think he'll get 6. We'll see though. Might not get any. It might lose. But yeah, I'm still on the Joe bandwagon. I still think Joe's winning. I think the Kyle world is still open. The Camilla, like I would say, like Joe is one at like, I don't know, like 70% maybe. I would say Kyle is like at 25, Camilla at like 5, and then Eva and Mitch are like completely dead. I think it's like my current read. The Camilla passed people in the player ranking. I think she's so I recorded a lot of the player ranking already. I had Xiaoqin above Camilla. That's swapped at this point. Camilla's definitely higher than Xiaoqin at this point. But yeah, Xiaoqin I have a 5 currently. We'll see if that sticks. Xiaoqin's above David, yeah. Was this last minute rapid fire anti-penultimate episode winner contenders? Joe last, that's funny. Camilla won, yeah. Yeah, there are people that think Camilla's winning. I don't think so. There are people that think that. Yeah, like this was like a very like Joe main character energy episode. I got into this argument on the Discord over like how this episode, because like people like I think one of the big arguments against Joe for this episode in particular is how like Joe got tricked by Cal and Camilla, and that's why he's not going to win. It's like, and like they say, the edit was showing Joe getting tricked. It's like I feel like it didn't. I feel like it's the opposite. I feel like did he get tricked in real life? Yes, he did. That is what happened. In reality, he got tricked. However, the edit constantly shows him doubting that. Like we see him like over and over and over again. Like, we see him, like, talk to Eva twice, literally, about it. And then at Tribal, we have him, like looking at both sides, like, getting the slow-mo or whatever, where, like, he's clearly, like, he's meant to be looked at as, like, being deep in thought. It's like, yeah, he clearly isn't like, the edit isn't trying to make you think he's tricked. I should clarify. Nor Cal Camilla making a bad move. I mean, like, practically Cal Camilla made a terrible move, right? Like, why go for Xiaohe? Like, the entire, like, again, like, not even taking, like, completely devoid of Edgic. This was a terrible move. Yeah, I do love the Squirrel With A Gun song in the background. But, yeah, this was a fucking terrible move. Like, why are we taking out Xiaohe? Like, why are we allowing Eva to get the final 5 with an idol in a spot where, like, she can... Like, literally, all that has to happen in this next round is Eva to play the idol correctly on one of Joe or her, and they're in the final 4. And also, if one of them wins immunity, they're guaranteed to be in the final 4. Like, I get the notion of, like, Joe wins immunity, you can't take the shot at Joe, but, like, at that point, why are you not... Like, why are you taking the shot at Xiaohe? Like, over Eva, who has an idol. Like, I get that Eva is a goat and that she won't win at the end, but also she has an idol. Well, also, it seems like you would probably beat Xiaohe at the end also. So, let's cause so many more professionals than, I mean, that's a trend of runner-ups. I'll say, this is the big thing of me, like, with how this endgame's playing out. I'm not sure the actual path, because I think it is still pretty open. I do think Joe wins. The question is, how does Joe win? Does he beat Kyle in the final 2? Which I think would make sense by sense that Kyle is getting a very runner-up style, like, edit. Like, he's getting the Charlie, the Sam, the Austin style edit. Or is this a world where, like, the entire basis of the story is just to set up doubt for Joe winning because the end result is so fucking obvious because he's against Mitch and Eva, to where there's literally, like, no doubt there. And that's the reason why we got this, like, concept of how, like, oh, Mitch is a threat or whatever, is to add this, like, red herring for what is otherwise an extremely obvious vote result. I see that. I think Mitch... Like, I can see Mitch going 3rd, 4th, or 5th. I think it's really any of them at this point. Again, that's my initial boot order, would be Joe, like, I guess Eva 2nd, Mitch 3rd, then Kyle, Camilla. Like, Kyle 4th, Camilla 5th. But I could also see a world where it's Joe 1st, Kyle 2nd, Eva 3rd, Camilla 4th, and Mitch 5th. I think that's another option. Which I had a challenge game more and more similar every season. I have thought about this, actually. The challenges have become so like, stagnant in the way that they're like the fact that we get, like, a specific sort of challenge at specific points and that sort of thing, that I think you can argue that it is, like, a part of the game. It still is luck dependent because they could obviously just switch that whenever they want. Like, we see that in, like, the... I guess that's kind of the opposite, actually. I was gonna say the final HOH of Big Brother, where he switched it from being a, like, the jury speak sort of thing into a, like, trivia comp. But still, it's like, they can switch it whenever they want. So there's still, like, an aspect of luck to it. But it does feel like we're, like, getting a very structured, like, set of, like, okay, early on, a lot of endurance challenges, middle is, like, a lot of obstacle course sort of challenges, and then final immunity is, like, some motion or, like, the puzzle thing that, like, Ben won and that sort of thing. Feel like Camille loses fire. I could see that. Again, to me, like, I feel like the finale is pretty open, outside the fact that I do feel like Joe is winning, and I feel like Eva is likely there with him. But, like, the placement of the others, I think, is, like, very, like, kind of up in the air. And again, there's still the world where Kyle wins. Where if Kyle wins, what is the path if Kyle wins? It's probably just him beating Joe, is it? Maybe not. Would it be him, Camilla, Eva, final 3? I'm not sure, actually. Yeah, I don't really see Camilla Final Tribal. I feel like her edit, like, especially the fact that it, like, took a decent chunk of, like, her being... Dude, I guess to be fair, that is, like, that can be looked at as a runner-up trope, though. Like, the fact that, like, her edit, like, kind of dies in the beginning of the merge. Scout Gamebot, I don't know if that's the best way to describe him, because, like, he does have a lot of emotions, and he does talk about his emotions constantly. Mining, he talks about him, like, in relation to the game, but, like, I don't know. It's kind of like a different style of Gamebot, where it's not like he's all, like, strategy, but, like, it is, like, still, like, most of the things he talks about are, like, focused around the game itself. Wasn't Eva playing her idol on Joe at Final 5 in a sacrificial moment? I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think Eva is more likely to be losing finalists at this point. Camilla give Charlie Maria. I could see that 100%. Actually, really, that is why I think it probably is. Like, especially if Kyle's losing finalists, I think that's probably what it is. How's Kyle lose to Joe? I think the jury respects Joe. I don't know if they necessarily like Joe, but I think they don't... like, I think the thing is, like, how is this move sold to the jury? The Final 6 move. I think is the big thing. Where, like... I think, because again, I think fundamentally going to the end with Joe is a terrible move. Like, if everyone is telling you this person is a threat and you take them to the end, you are making them that threat. Like, that is a fundamental failure on you as a player. If you actively take somebody that everyone is telling you that will beat you at the end to the end, which again is my big thing with Jag losing against Matt, or like Jag taking Matt to the end. Like, even though, yeah, he wins at the end, he does like what is fundamentally an abysmal fucking move. Where like that would essentially be what Kyle does if he takes Show to the end. But I think the difference is that Joe is the Jag, right? Like, Joe is the one that is perceived to be playing the better game. Or, like, playing the more out-in-front game, I should say. Because I think that was the difference with, like, Matt and Jag, is that Matt was, like, more behind the scenes, where Jag was, like, out in front, winning competitions, doing that sort of thing. Where I feel like Joe is that, where, like, Kyle is essentially the Matt, but he's in the position of the Jag. So I feel like it's, like, a different, like, kind of scenario, but I think it is a fundamentally, like, bad move for him to do that. I don't even remember where this fucking conversation started. So whatever. I watched Amazing Race and The Genius, actually, surprisingly. I got to the Genius episode. Like, the Genius episode got posted at, like, 7:30 or so. So I watched, like, half of it before Survivor started, and I watched the rest, like, during the commercial breaks. And then I watched The Amazing Race when it aired. Survivor Season sucks, but Amazing Race has been fantastic. I thought this was just kind of a whatever episode for me personally. The rest has been like pretty consistently like solid. I did not like the fact that we ended on a cliffhanger. I thought that was pretty bad. My new finale's tomorrow. How long is the finale actually? I generally don't even know. Is it an hour and a half still? I've watched all of Devil's Plan. I literally stayed up to like 4 a.m. yesterday watching Devil's Plan because I was also trying to finish editing my Big Brother ranking every players that survived the first eviction video, which I actually don't like that video, but whatever. Was this episode is clearly laying the seeds for a Joe Eva loss. Cal Camilla's plan to get Mr. Honor to blindside an ally works without a charm. Joe had weirdly little justification for going for him. Again, like, we see Xiaoheen talk about targeting Joe. Like, that is the justification in the edit. It's like, either way, like, Joe is right. Like, he's taking out somebody that is technically coming for him. Xiaoheen's delusional. Even David said that. I was like, I did not expect Xiaoheen to go home this episode. Like, obviously, by the time it happened, it was like, yeah, that's probably one of the most likely outcomes. But again, like, coming into the episode, I was fully expecting the Kyle Camilla plan to backfire on them. I was still looking at Xiaoheen as a losing finalist. So I was kind of surprised he did go home this episode. Well, like, I think actually I looked at him more as like a 5th placer than a 6th placer. But yeah, Big Brother episode is going to be 90 minutes, which thank fucking God. Why the Wednesday episode, right? I think that's the more fucked thing, is that's the Wednesday episode. Like, if it was a Eviction episode, okay, that makes more sense, because, like, there's more time. Like, that, like, there's more, like, it's literally, what, 3 days, of footage in comparison to, like, the 1 or 2 that happens on the, Wednesday episode. But, like, no, we're gonna get, like, less time for the bigger, like, portion of the week. And then more time for, like, the shortest period of the week. Something gross with POC? No, she's Italian. Actually, I've seen some people claim that she's part Hispanic. I generally don't know, but from what I understand, she's Italian. How good a player is Eva objectively? I think she's a very variant player. Like, I think she's, like, she kind of reminds me of, like, Casey on Big Brother. Even though Casey has, like, other upsides, but, like, in terms of, like, a player that, like, if you find a very solid alliance at the very beginning, you can probably ride that to the very end. But it's like, are you going to be able to find that every season? Well, yeah, that's why I said it's different. But I think in terms of, like, the concept of the style of player that they are, if Joe wins, I mean, he's very high. I think there are, like, because I think someone mentioned it before, it's like, what's the difference between him and Earl? And I do feel like there are differences. Particularly in the fact that I feel like we see, maybe it's like an editing thing more than anything, but we see, like, I feel like I can call out a lot more faults with how Joe is, like, navigating through the game. Because, like, the actual decisions that he makes, I don't think are the right calls. Like, him getting rid of Xiaoheen here is bad, in the sense that, like, him getting rid of Xiaoheen, like, while at the end of the day he has Eva or whatever, like, he is technically going to next round in the minority. Where, again, I think the move was to split up Kyle and Camilla. In that way, the dynamics are a lot more fluid in next round. Instead of now, it's essentially a 3v2. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're gonna go back to the 50 thing. Joe's worse than D. I think Joe's a worse player than D. I think his winning game right now is, like, primed to be better. But also it's like, yeah, if he needs an idol at 5, then it's like that changes things, whatever. But, like, actually, I think, like, D's game probably is better at this point, because, like, D's game takes a dive at Final 5. So, like, I think at this specific point, D is, like, a step above Joe. But, like, D's goes down at Final 5, where we'll see if Joe's does also. But I don't know that you need to split up Kyle and Camilla. That's the issue. You should know that. See Joe having a horrible finale round. I don't think he'll be good at Final Tribal. Yeah, I did see that Fear Factor's adding social strategy aspects. It's like, I don't know, maybe. Joe's low win equity below D. Like, do we know he has low win equity, though? I think we'll have to figure that out. Based on how I currently see things, like, I don't know, does he lose against Kyle? We'll have to see. I'm not entirely sure. I think he probably beats Xiaoheen. I think he beats Mitch. He beats Eva. Camilla is still, like, up in the air. Yeah, I think he makes bad decisions for his game. It still leads to him still being in a dominant position up until, like, Final 5. But, like, again, like, the David move, I think it is the wrong call, but he's still in a good spot despite that. Like, he's still in a spot where, like, a shot isn't going to be taken at him. Again, it opens it up for talk about a shot being taken at him, which is bad, but, like, he's still in a dominant position following the David vote, even though that was the wrong call for him. I think the problem is you need to cut Joe at the end. I think Joe's a very strong ally as long as you do cut him by the end. The problem is that he's also a player that, again, seems to build very strong social bonds where people don't want to turn on him. Also, the fact that he wins immunities. So I think that's very dangerous, but at least short term, he's, like, a good ally. Have about 90-minute Big Brother episodes? Bad. It's gonna be shit. It's probably gonna lead to like really long veto competitions. Yeah, I think the edits like so much been set up as a point of like they're just not like, because we literally have Camilla in 2 episodes in a row now, like starting it off with like, if we don't take a shot at Joe, he's gonna run away with it, and they don't take the shot at Joe. I think the Joe do on 50. Pretty well, to be honest. I don't think pretty well in terms of short term. Like I don't think I think like once we get to merge, it'll be up in the air, but I think he will probably make the merge like handily. That is if Joe is actually the 48 male. Which again, I think and I talked about this earlier. It's like I think production wants Joe. Does Joe want Joe? I think is my question. Like I still do think he is the 48 male, but I'm not 100% locked in, just because like I don't know if Joe needs this. Like if Joe wins the season, especially like. Does he want to come back? Does Joe want Joe? But again, his entire thing, the reason why he's out here is like to like essentially live out his sister's dream. And if he goes out and wins Survivor, like, is he really going to want to play again and potentially like ruin that memory for him? Now again, if he loses, then yeah, I think he's back. Like, I wouldn't really see as much of a reason why he wouldn't come back. Unless he's just legitimately just doesn't really want to play Survivor, and like, he just did it simply because of his sister. But again, I think if there is a thing of like, yeah, if I was him, and like, this is really so personal of a moment for you, it's like, I don't know if I would want to ruin that, and like, the entire experience. No, Redmond, the 48 male is 90% now. 48. Oh, by the way, Jonathan's on. I don't think we talked about that either. Jonathan's 90% now. Which I don't think he was last stream. I might be wrong. Maybe he was, but I don't think he was. Oh yeah, he wasn't, because it was the yeah, he updated the post yesterday, right? Yeah, it was yesterday. So yeah. So essentially, yeah, Redmond updated his like big post yesterday. Updates is that Jonathan's at 90% now, or again, 42 male is at 90%. One female, so he now knows 2 winners, both female. One of them is at 90%, the other one is 70%. So we don't technically know which one's which. I feel fairly confident one of those 2 is Marianne. Don't entirely know which one it is. I would lean towards the 90%, considering you heard her first, but it's not 100% guaranteed. Rachel's another option. Vesepia is an option, but Vesepia is an option. She is the 70%. Like, Vesepia can't be the 90%, but Vesepia can be the 70%. Based on how he was talking about Vesepia. But essentially, he was like, so we were running through winners, and he just outright denied it's not Tina, it's not Jenna. But then with Vesepia, he said, I can't tell you yes or no. Like, he like said it in a weird way that's like, again, there's a shot Vesepia is like the 70% one. But I am more inclined to think it's Marianne and Rachel as the 2, but don't fully know. Say is out, yeah. Well, Say is in the unknown category at this point, but like, I think she's out. Actually, really, if you look at the cast, like, we know all the women. If there are 10 women, if it is a 20-person cast, we know 10 women right now. And obviously, like, the 70% female winner is, like, up in the air, technically. But, like, I mean, I do suspect they would have 2 female winners. So, yeah, the women field is full. Like, we know all the women as of right now. Again, obviously, 49 can shake things up. 49 finishes filming, what, tomorrow? Like, soon. So there might be a shakeup, but Sri's a lock. Sri's probably the biggest lock on the board. It's not looking good for Rob Cesternino. Menfield is not locked in, but it is looking pretty locked. Like, I mean, like, there's a lot of slots locked in. So again, like, Colby's locked, Christian is locked, Jonathan is locked, Charlie is locked, Ozzy is locked. The 16 to 26 male is locked. The question is, who is it? I think it's Philip, but whatever. Then Q is locked, and now the 48 male is locked. So that only leaves 2 slots open, and if we are going by precedent, those 2 slots would be winners. So, and again, Joe could win, and that could take a winner slot. And at that point, that opens it up for someone else. But also, if you're fitting diversity mandate, that person has to be a POC. So again, it's not looking good for Rob. Like, so my list of like unknowns for the white men is Greg, Rob, Rupert, Brad Culpepper, which is probably not at this point, and then Rick Devens. It's not looking good for those people if they're doing diversity mandate. Again, Gen X Pen, I'm pretty sure is not on. Like so many, like again, like was it? Mike Bloom has denied it. Like Mike Bloom, like responded like I don't know about that or whatever when someone said that they're on. And again, he was on Island confirming them. Also, Redmond said that he has not heard of her, which is like Redmond would hear of her. Like, consider how open her name is out there. Like, why would Redmond not hear of her at this point? So it's like I feel fairly confident she's not. And also, Reality TV Fan said that she's not on. So I feel fairly confident she's not on. So yeah. Yeah, it is pretty much just a meme at this point. Could see Joe having a Mike Turner like final tribal. Maybe, but I feel like his edit is very different than Mike Turner's though. Because like with Mike Turner's, like we get so much like clowning on him like towards the end game stretch, which I guess to be fair, you can say that with Xiaoheen. The like content with Xiaoheen like being upset at like how he what was it last episode? What was it that being upset at like Joe being upset about having his name written down or whatever, like that rant. But I think that felt very like different tonally than like Mike's an idiot for like going along with me and voting out high and that sort of thing. Where I feel like this episode would have been the episode to do that, like really like dunk on him for like taking out high in a spot where like again like Joe is taking out Xiaoheen, but I feel like we didn't really get that. Like we didn't get like Camilla and Kyle talking about, oh my god, Joe's a fucking idiot for doing this or whatever. Where are Joe's votes? I think almost everybody. Like I think everybody but David and Mary. Does Jeff still love this season so much? He does. Oh, we're saying if Joe loses to Kyle, I don't know, but yeah, he obviously does love this season. Yeah, Beast Game's not renewed. That is the thing. Tommy Sheehan might be on 50 now. Are all the non-POC slots locked? Yes. Actually, literally yes at this point. I think, yeah, literally all of them. If we are doing diversity mandate, it is. Colby, Christian, Jonathan, Charlie, Elizabeth, Stephanie, Amanda, Chrissy, Emily, Genevieve. It's 10. So unless there's more than 20, then yes, all the white slots are filled. I'm doing a... well, actually, I don't know how exactly I'm doing this now, but I am doing a preseason power ranking for 50. My plan was to do it right away. The problem is I want to see tribe divisions first. So I might wait for tribe divisions and just hope I don't get spoiled. We'll see. I don't have time to do a Devil's Plan Season 2 video. I wish I did. I'm more likely to do a Genius UK video, but even that I'm probably not going to do at this point. Can Mary vote for Joe over Kyle? I think there's a shot. Oh yeah, I forgot. We didn't talk about the tie thing. Yeah, okay. So again, like I forgot if this was last stream or not. I think it was, right? That Survivors Unite said that there was an early 30s male that got cut but then called back, and the assumption was that that was also the 16 through 33 male that Redmond was talking about, until it obviously wasn't because it got narrowed down. Then the next day, someone posted. Is it one of like Ty, David, Jay, or like someone else? I forgot who the other one was. Oh, it was LJ, but like LJ's not in like, yeah, not in the 30s, whatever. And then Survivors Unite posted, like essentially, yeah, it's like one of the returning players or whatever. So that took out Jay. Jay's not one of them. So again, it's Ty or David. Then today, it got found that Survivors United liked a post that said, like, is it Ty? So it is Ty, the person they're referring to, that got cut and then got called back. Does not know if they're on the cast, but that is what happened. Which makes sense with the Redmond information as well. If you remember back with Ty on Redmond's information, it was, he heard about him. Ty is the 32 male on Redmond's, like, unknown list. He heard about him once from one source, never heard about him again. Which again, I think, like, the rockiness of that would make sense, considering he was, like, cut and then called back. And yeah, that's essentially my read. I think he's the alternate. I think that is the vibe I get, is that he's the alternate. Because I don't think he fits the cast currently, considering everyone else we do know, unless again it's more than 21. But again, I think there's probably other people they would pick in that world. But still, I think it makes sense that that Ty would be the alternate, especially for like a POC man if they are doing diversity mandate. But yeah, Who's for Every Night? It's a reliable spoiler that's worked with Redmond in the past. And also has been spoiling since way before Redmond. They've been spoiling since Here's the Villains. They notably have a lot more like old school sources in comparison to Redmond, where Redmond's like a lot more like new school focused. But they work together to spoil Winners at War. And like they are collaborating this time too. Like Redmond kind of exposed the fact that he. So again, this is what happened with Vesepia also, is that like someone posted outside of Discord, I forgot where, that Redmond said Vesepia is on or whatever. And then like Redmond posted in the Discord, yeah, like he said, like, I never said, I was just talking to like Survivor or the Survivors Unite about Vesepia or whatever. So like they are collaborating at this point. I think they have most of each other's information. The one person I'm like debating on is the 1626 person, considering it's someone that Redmond specifically says that his source told him to not tell people that person, which is why he's so cagey with it. So I don't know if he would tell Survivors Unite about that, but anyway. How's Kyle lose? I think either losing finalists or losing in fire. Probably 1 to 2. I don't think 5th place. Yeah, okay. And then Survivors Unite, also, the Borneo information is essentially that Jervis is cut. Which is really, like, really messes with the diversity mandate, because I was talking about last stream that the world I was in was that Earl is there if Joe wins. Wait, no, Earl's there if Joe doesn't win as the winner slot. But if Joe wins, I think Earl's slot goes to Jervis. That's not on the table anymore. Jervis is likely out. Survivors Unite said that one of the Borneo people, they've now heard that one of the Borneo people was cut. And then smiley face, someone saying it was Jervis. So that's the thing. And then Redmond also confirmed that, yeah, I think that is accurate, that one of the Borneo people got cut. So it looks like Jervis is cut. Greg and Jenna at least are in a spot where we don't have information about them. Again, there's literally just no information on if they're on or not. It's just they're there. They're still like options. I don't think Jenna's on, just based on, again, we have all the women essentially. But Greg is still possible. It's just not looking good though, but it is possible. Same thing goes again. Rob C, Rick Devins, like those people are like people that we don't have any information saying they're not on. But considering like the lacking amount of slots, especially if we're doing diversity mandate, it's not looking good for them. Or diversity's 12-8. I don't believe. Let's see. Is that possible? Well, I guess, okay, this is why also this thing is that it's under the assumption that there's 2 winner slots. Which again, there's a world where there aren't 2 male winners, right? Like that is also a world. So in that world, it is possible for a 12-8 split. But yeah, it's not looking great though. I think if Devins is not on, he said no. Like I feel very like got his masters, which like I would think that would be a good thing for him, right? Like you would think that would mean that he would have time to play Survivor, but I don't know. Also, he is doing the cruise like immediately after filming too, right? So it's like it's not like he has no time on his hands. It's okay. I think if Devins is not on, I think something. Yeah. I don't think Devins is actively saying no, as in he doesn't want to play again. I think he very much does. I think it would have to be a spot where like something is going on in his life to where he can't say yes. But yeah. Is he going to be on my top 10 new era players? He might be. I forgot what my list is already, but he might end up being on it. Philip and Elizabeth on the same season as Wild. It will be. Which were the most screwed on 50? I think there's a lot of people that are like, if they make it far, they're good, but like they're like very, like they're in a lot of danger early on. Like I think Rachel and Charlie are like two of those people. Where if like Rachel and Charlie make it to merge, I feel like they could like run the game at that point. But like they're going to be in a lot of danger like initially. But yeah. I forgot we also got that confirmation about winners. So Survivors Unite posted that about like other winners that were called. Tony and Sandra were called and then just never entered the process. Not sure if they were cut. Not sure if they like said no. Not sure if they were cut. Not sure if they like just decided to go in a different direction. But they do know that Tony and Sandra were called at least. Then Boss Rob and Tyson were also called and declined. Too bad I didn't technically say that, but I think it's implied that that's the case. But also we knew that Boss Rob declined, and like Tyson was lumped in with that, and also Tyson likely would decline anyway. So again, that is also a thing. And then they did not call at all Amber or Parvati, which we knew that, but interesting though, in my opinion, that they didn't call Parvati. Because you would think that they would want, like if you're calling like Tony, Sandra, Tyson, like why are you not calling Parvati? Like that is pretty bizarre. On Fire Co-host Alliance is going to be nuts. I mean, it's possible. To be only, what, 2 of them? Well, actually, really only 1 of them is on right now in Charlie. Rachel's a possibility. D is not looking great, but not impossible. I just think, like, yeah, I don't think it makes sense logistically, but like, it's not impossible. And then, who's the other one? Rick Evans, which also. Yeah, Party says she wasn't called a while ago. And then, yeah, like, Survivors Unite, like, was it confirmed that she was never called throughout the entire process. Because I think the assumption also is that they called some winners later on, which again, we talked about this last stream, right? That Survivors Unite and Redmond still are on, like, 2 different, like they still have like 2 different perspectives of it. Like Redmond still thinks that winners were in the running the entire time. He just never heard about it. While like Survivors Unite is like, yeah, they called winners to the last second. And everything's like a fucking mess. Or not that they called winners last second. That they called winners, cut them, and then now they're adding them back. Is what Survivors Unite is saying. So like they both have like very conflicting stories of what's happening, but both are on the same page that yeah, winners are on now. And yeah. CBS mandate winners? Seemingly not, by the fact that supposedly they were called back at the beginning. I thought that was the case initially, but because again, like based on the fact that like we only heard about like second chance candidates at first, and like only like non-winning multi-time players, my read on that was that yeah, I think like probably just winners weren't called initially outside Boston Rob, but no, winners were just called the entire time seemingly. Because even Survivors Unite, like, yeah, it says that too. Is that, yeah, they were called initially when, like, the first calls went out. It's just that, like, to them, they think those winners got cut and then got brought back. So, yeah, winners were always seemingly called initially. Who's the least secure 50 players? Like, in terms of what? Like, almost everybody is 90% at this point. Outside of the winners. But like almost everyone there is someone that Redmond is confident is on. In terms of who do I think can be like replaced, like in terms of like 49, where like 49 comes in, they could replace somebody. I think Genevieve probably. I think Genevieve or Emily. I think it'll be a new era person likely. It's not impossible. It's like Philip, just because of the age thing. If it's a man, especially if it's a POC man. I do think it's looking weird if it's a white guy, because I feel like they would want all of them. Because it's Charlie, Jonathan, Christian, and Colby, and it's like I don't feel like there's an easy cut there. So I don't know. he bumped Say down to his unsure list, and I feel very confident Say is cut just because there's no women's slots left. Do I think the really old school people are going to be able to adapt to the modern game? I think it depends on who. I think Saru will be fine. Colby, I think, might be very, like, Joe-like in the way he plays the game. I'm not entirely sure about Amanda. Elizabeth, I don't expect to. Because she'll probably be the person caught. I can see that. And this is another thing, like a point towards Rick Devens saying no if he's not on. I do not see a world where Christian is on over Rick Devens. Like, they are, like, again, like, similar enough, like, archetype-wise and everything, like, in terms of white guys in their, like, mid to late 30s. Guys with glasses. That's what, it's like, I think they pick Rick Devens over Christian. If they had to pick between the two. To where, like, I think if it is a world where Rick Devens isn't on the cast, I think it had to be a spot where he turned it down. Or something, like, again, so essentially, like, something came up to make him not be able to go on. Think I'm wrong? Yeah, like, Rick Devens is all over the place. Like, they wanted Rick Devens to be the fire token dealer for 41. They literally picked Rick Devens as their first pick for alumni to host the On Fire podcast. Like, I don't think there's any way they're cutting Rick Devens. And also, Rick Devens is still a person that you go to, like, Facebook and look at comments. Like, people are saying, when's Rick Devens coming back? It's like him and Ozzy are like the two top people I see. It's like, I just do not see a world where Rick Devens is cut. Chrissy's actually somebody that could be replaced too, actually. But yeah, Chrissy's still there too. Yeah, I think Chrissy, Emily, Genevieve, leaning more so towards Chrissy or Genevieve would probably be the one cut if they get a 49 person. Yeah, no, I stand, like, I've been saying this on the Discord too. It's like, Chrissy surprised me. I did not expect Chrissy to make the cut. I do wonder if she, like, really, like, impressed them during their interviews. Because they always like Chrissy. Like, Jeff has always been a pro Chrissy person, but, like, I didn't think it would be to the point where she makes the cut of, like, the top 10 women at this point. Like, the fact that Chrissy is on and Carolyn isn't is kind of insane. I'm excited that Parvati's making a new reality show. I really don't care, to be honest. Supposedly, like, it's her and Boston Rob, right? Hosting? Like, I feel like that's fucking weird, but I'll watch it. I mean, that'll be something. I remember talking to T-Bird episode with Aubrey where they bought a cameo from Devens. He's way integrated into the community. Yeah, like, Devens is, like all over the place. Like, he is very well connected. And, like, well, like, he goes to a whole bunch of charity events and everything. I don't think Devens would turn it down unless it's, like, again, something family related. Can I start the games off? You don't like the song? How dare you? This is the greatest song of all time. Wait, okay. Continue? There we go. 2027 promos? I mean, like, oh, it's like, whatever. I barely even watched the one that was on during Survivor. But yeah, it's newbies. Not shocking. The old school will be purged now. I think this is, like, looking decent-ish for the old schoolers. Definitely better than Winners at War. I'm not updated on Quebec. I watched 2 episodes. Like, they literally have not posted like the last, like, week's worth of episodes, I think. I'm only up to episode 33. Let's see if it's updated today. Nope, still only up to episode 33. So I've only watched through, again, spoiled it for Survivor Quebec. I watched the Kevin Boot episode, and then I watched the next 20-minute episode after that. So, not much. And really, like, nothing's really changed because I expected Kevin to go, so, whatever. Thoughts on Valet Roulette? Oh, what the fuck are we doing? Like, this is the twist? Dude, what is happening in the game? Am I still doing the car thing? I don't remember where I left off. Power ranking? I don't think anything's changed for me. Like, I still have Florence 1. I think I moved Marilu to 2, Sarah at 3. It's a squirrel as a snake. I love how they're just, like, following him. I don't remember the controls of this game. Okay, there. Cool. Dude, what a fucking game this is. Again, this is the best game I've ever streamed. Last to go back. Who do I have last? I had Kevin until he's booted. I think it might be Eric at this point. I mean, this will obviously be my game of the year. Speaking of game of the years, I really want to play Expedition 33. I just don't have time. But I saw Lasers played all of it and talks about it how it's like one of the best games of all time. So that makes me pretty hyped to play it. Because I feel like if he likes it, then more than likely I will. Especially like that sort of game. So it's like, I'm excited for it. I just don't know when I'm going to have time to play it. How do I get the acorn at the top? Let's see where Ashley or William wins season. William, kind of. Like, Ashley, not really. And really, William, not really either. Like, I do feel fairly confident it is a woman winning this. Like, if it was Survivor US, at least, I feel like I would be fairly confident it's a woman winning. With Quebec, it's like, who the fuck knows what they're doing storytelling-wise, but still. Where would each of the remaining 5 roughly be on an all-time winner ranking? I mean, Joe would probably be, like, top 10-ish, like, in that range. Kyle, I think, is a very difficult one to rank. Because, like, obviously he did need an idol. But beyond that, it's like he's also, like, in a, like, very strong position the entire game. And ultimately does, like, at least play against Joe's best interest, at least. But again, he's still, like, I think it will depend on, like, if he formally takes the shot at Joe and that sort of thing. Because I could see the argument for him being top tier if that happens. Like, probably, like, bottom of top tier. But I think right now I'd probably say, like, upper middle tier. Then Camilla, I think, is probably... Camilla's tough, because, like, Camilla also is, like, position-wise, she was never, like, fully in the, like, majority alliance, but she always had, like, people protecting her, and she is playing a very, like, active game, or, like, an intentional game, I think is probably the better way to phrase it. But my gut does say still, like, bottom middle, just because I do feel like her, like, she was never, like, fully ingrained in the, like, core power structure. Eva, I think, is just, like, second command. There's an argument for her to be under the radar, but I think probably second command. Then, who is the other person? Mitch. I mean, Mitch is, like, at the bottom. Like, he'll probably be in under the radar. Is Marcus the best player of Gabon? Maybe. I think I would go Maddie, probably. I think it would be a conversation between Kenny, Maddie, and Marcus, but I think they're all very flawed still. Bob over Mitch. I mean, Mitch doesn't need to win immunities and stuff, though. I think he's still above Bob. And, like, Fabio, and... Like, I think he is above that, like, bottom tier if he does win. Depending on, again, if he wins out these last couple rounds, that's something different. But, like, let's say, like, it's a world where, like, he gets to the end of Joe and Eva, never needs to win immunities, and then, like, he beats Joe and Eva because of a bitter jury. And in that world, like, he is, like, the second, or he's in the under radar tier. Like, he is with, like, the, like, Sandra's, the, who else is there? I don't even remember anymore. But, the Sepias, right? below them, to clarify. But, like, he's in that tier, though. How can you get Andrew on 50? It's not looking good at this point. I generally don't remember what I'm supposed to be doing in a game right now. Like, what have I not explored at this point? But again, almost all the women's slots are filled, so it's not looking good. Mitch would be AU Christie type winner, the worst kind. Well, like, again, I think it's like, it's Christie if she didn't need a non-limb. Or I think that's the thing about Mitch, is like, Mitch at least, like, hasn't need to win immunities. Mitch, like, doesn't get saved by a twist. So it's like, at least there's that. Any big SU news outside of Jervis? Actually, I have there's so much news, by the way, and this is why I've been so distracted the last few days. It's been like I remember Monday in particular was a lot of like ping-pongings left and right. It was like, like Survivors Unite would have news, then Redmond would post something, and then Survivors Unite would post something. It was like a lot of back and forth that day. Like, I literally have, like, I think, like, 15 notes from that day. How many do I have? Yeah, literally 15 notes from that day. Not all of them is, like, particularly relevant, but still, it's like, well, first thing's actually not even either. It's, Rob C. was on Drop Your Buffs podcast talking about 50 rumors, so that's something. Yeah, Survivors Unite said there were a few old school cuts, including one Borneo man, seemingly happened later in the process. 2 Borneo players remain, says cut was not surprising, reacts with a smile to someone saying Jervis. Confirms that early's 30 player was cut and is not, wait, was cut and is now back on. I put not back on here. Yeah, it's now back on. Confirms it's not Joe. At the time, I thought it was Jay still, but that gets clarified later. Oh, wait. So this was after last stream. So last stream, we didn't have this info. Okay, well, that's something. I assume we did have it last stream. Anyway, I still thought it was Jay at that point. Then it says winners were in the process, but were out by the time of the Jerry and Sean cuts, but are now back in. Says Boston Rob, Tony, Sandra, Tyson were called, but not Parvati and Amber. Says doesn't think Richard Hatch is on, thinks they have specific winners in mind that we haven't seen. Which, yeah, like Survivors Unite seems to be implying that it's one-time players, but they also don't know fully. That is also a thing. Yeah, we'll probably have to do the 50 draft, like, immediately after cast reveal, because it's probably going to be spoiled. I am expecting Joe on 50. I think there's a world where it's not him. And in that world, I think I lean Shaheen. I mean, it's Shaheen or Kyle. I think it depends on if Kyle wins or not. Like, if Kyle wins, I could see it being Kyle. If Kyle doesn't win, then I don't think it's Kyle. I would say Jeff was very complimentary of Shaheen on Fire podcast. So yeah, I mean that is something to take into account. Yeah, it's like if Joe isn't on, it's because he probably declined. I think they definitely wanted Joe. Anyway, oh yeah, I forgot. We got confirmation it's not Eva. That Eva's not in the running. So that's something. Thank God. Yeah, Survivors Unite said has heard of multiple 48 players, but never heard of Eva. So that is something. Then Redmond confirmed he also thinks one of the Borneo men was cut. Says he thinks diversity mandate is now very shaky, or is very shaky. Actually, to clarify, he still thinks diversity mandate is very shaky, is what he said. Which again, interpret that however you want. Like, my interpretation of that was that it's close, but not guaranteed. A lot of people's other interpretation is that it's not close. So, whatever. Then it says season 42 male is now 90%, which, again, I already talked about earlier. It's Jonathan. Oh, he also... So this is the weird thing, too, is that Penner... So, again, Penner's Penner's the season 13 male that is into 60%. He did say that day that he doesn't think he's on. That he says it does not seem as or it's not as likely as it seems that he would be on. But then the next day when he updated his big post, he didn't bump Penner down. So Penner's still in the 60% for him, even though it does look pretty unlikely he's going to be there. But, so yeah, then he said, less sure on the 48 male right now. Also confirms that, oh yeah, I forgot, this is also the thing. Confirms the 48 male was still in the game at the time of the final 6. So it's not David. So like it has to be Joe, Shaheen, Mitch, or Kyle. But yeah, then says, not sure if we're getting a Borneo player anymore, but still expects one to be there. Thinks Devons was surely in the mix at some point. Still unsure on the 41 female, and reconfirms he still doesn't know Russell Hantz. Then confirms he has not heard... actually, this should be rephrased. But yeah, he confirmed he'd not heard of Jenna or Tina, and what he said of Vesepia is that he cannot tell you yes or no on Vesepia, which, again, is either like... I mean, he technically said that before the other ones, so we're like... it's a world where it's open that Vesepia could be the 70% person, but also it could just not be Vesepia at all. Was Russell even considered? It doesn't seem like it. So that's all that one day, and then the next day, it's like he updated his posts. Jonathan's at 90%, the female winner at 90%, another female winner at 70%. Says the man is 16 to 26, so like that was a big update. Also, then at that point, says 48 male is at 90%. So where again, the previous day he just said that he's less sure on him, but then the next day he just changes that. So again, there's also I forgot about this. This is also a thing that got confirmed. That also like leaves it a little bit up near Marianne, even though I still feel very confident it is Marianne. But the 42 female, like so he updated the post. The 42 female that again we assume was Marianne that was in his unsure category before didn't move after the winner thing. So likely the 42 female that's unknown is not Marianne then. It is actually a non-winner. Which I would lean towards Lindsay or Tori. Based on their names having been floating around before that, and also just practically they make sense. But also it's like they're not on though, especially at this point where we know 10 women. But still, that was a little bit interesting. Yeah, then Survivor Unite specified early 30s male was either Ty or David. I forgot about that. Did we talk about this? Kelly Goldsmith got called, so that's cool. Did Ben from Discord say Tori? I don't know, maybe. I mean, he says a lot of things. I did love, there was something that happened, and he was like, see, I told you, and everyone shut me down when I said, it's like, yeah, because you say like 100 things. Like almost all of them not making any fucking sense. But yeah, what is this post? From a reliable source. Yeah, this is, I don't know if this is actually credible, but it is, like, I don't know if they got credible information, but this is right, though. So, essentially, yeah, Kelly Goldsmith was, Survivor Unite confirmed Kelly Goldsmith was called. Again, likely not on, but was called. Also, today, Survivor Unite confirmed Jenna Maraska was not called, but 3 Amazon players were. Did not do any specifying on who those people are. But I feel fair, like obviously Rob is one of them. Heidi makes sense as the other one, so again, that would line up with that thing. I think the third is Christy. So that's something, but again, Jeff didn't even remember Matt's name, like during 47. Again, Christy literally just got a flashback in 48. I don't think Heidi wants to play again. Which again, these were people that got called, not that they said yes. So, yeah. What else was today? I confirmed the Thai was the early 30s male. Still says no Gabon players. Redmond reconfirmed coach was cut. Specifically said coach was cut this time. Like not like 48 male, whatever. Like this time literally says coach is cut. So I did research into Dina today. Dina has not been formally called before. She said she's gotten availability emails before, but she's never actually been like in the process for a returning season. So I doubt she would for 50. In a world where, again, I think with Christy, like, well, I don't know if Christy's been called before, at least it makes sense that their mind would change on Christy based on, like, the current, like, social climate and all that sort of stuff and, like, the stories they want to tell. Where Dina, it's like, nothing's changed with Dina to make them want to bring back Dina. But, yeah, then, Yeah, that's pretty much. I wrote down that Rob unpromptly talks about Joe being on 50 on RCP, but again, I haven't actually watched it for myself, but I did write that down. And also I wrote down All Winter Survivor made a post that it's like, it's All Winter Survivor, so who the fuck knows. But made a post about how, like, every New Era player has had a viral moment, which, like, have they? But I do think it implies that they think it's Joe. Now, again, do they actually know? Who the fuck knows? But, so. I mean, it would be cool if it was Dina. I mean, to be fair, it really doesn't matter, is the reality, because, like, they're not on anyway. But, like, again, it'd be cool to think of Dina as someone that could come back. Even though they can't, because there's no way that she was anywhere close to actually being back, but still. How do you hop again? L3. So this is an area I haven't been to yet, right? Will Cheyenne or Camilla be higher in the 48 player ranking? I literally said this earlier. I moved Camilla above. I had it the opposite, but I did switch. So what is this? Father's Bunker. Okay. Oh, is this the beginning of the game area? I'm expecting Christy to do 150. High variance. I think Christy, like, I think she'll probably do well short term. Like, really, I think Christy will just go the same, is my view. And okay, what the fuck was that? Oh, I almost made it anyway. But yeah, I think it'll pretty much go the same. I think she'll probably be in a good spot early on. I think she'll probably have some natural allies. I think she'll probably piss off people along the way, and then she'll probably, like, yeah, not be a very, very likely winner. I can see her being losing finalist again. I think that definitely would make sense to me. You tend to avoid Father's Bunker? I mean, I assume most people do. Cast size thing? I mean, there's nothing really up at all. I still think it's 20. But, again, like, Redmond's not ruling out that it could be more. Dude, fuck me. But I feel fairly confident it's 20. If anything, 21, but, like, I still think it's 20, though. Like, Jeff did specifically say 18 or 20 back during the theme reveal. So yeah, and obviously that was before the cast was finalized, so obviously they could have changed their minds or whatever, but, like, I don't know, I think it's very, I don't know, wishful thinking to think that they would go higher than 20. Especially considering it's only 26 days. Oh, well, fuck me, of course I died there. Generally, I didn't even vote. Like, I didn't vote for the idols or no idols. It's like, fuck me, dude. I don't fucking care. I mean, like, I do, and since I want idols, but, like, also it's like, I have no doubt that idols is gonna win anyway. Like, I'm more so taking a stand against how dare they think this is acceptable. It is funny. So I rewatched my my 50 videos like a week ago or so. It is funny how optimistic I was on 50. Dude, fuck me. Okay, cool. In terms of in the hands of the themes, in the hands of the fans theme, because I still stand by. It's a cool idea. Like, I think it's like, if they did it properly, like, this is really cool. The problem is they didn't. Instead, like, yeah, I just had us voting for the same thing like 3 times, just like slightly different. I love how, like, Jeff, like, unironically, like had to do that, like, record that message thing that played during the episode, telling you, oh, you can vote if you want idols or no idols. Like, I love how he could do that with a straight face. Like, to me, it's like, I don't think there's any, like, I think, again, the people that don't want idols, like, I don't know. Oh, fuck me, dude. Are you fucking serious? Yeah, it's, okay, you should be voting idols. I don't think it makes sense to not vote for idols. Even though I have been a proponent of voting whatever production doesn't, or, yeah, voting whatever production doesn't want. I think idols or no idols, though, is a spot where, like, I think you have to vote idols. Especially on a cast of, like, old schoolers and stuff. It's like, do you really want to give, and not even old school, like, also old school minded, like, new schoolers. Like, do you really want to see a fucking alliance of Joe Hunter, Jonathan? Oh, by the way, Joe Anglim confirmed not to be on for whatever that's worth. By Survivor Night. But yeah, like Joe Hunter, Jonathan. Who else was there? Like, again, Q's fun, but obviously I think Q would be involved in that alliance. Colby, Ozzy, obviously. It's like, I don't know. It's like, do we really want this like a potential of like this being an easy steamroll for them? It's like, that'll be so fucking depressing. Which again, would not rule it out still. Again, like Joe is there, so I mean, I would not be shocked if Joe, or again, it seems like Joe is there. To where like, yeah, Joe is there, and it's like, I would not be shocked if he does the same thing again. Oh, is it a boss battle? There's a really dark joke in that Survivor, or Jeff advertises. Yeah, actually, that is the thing. Joe makes a deep run on 50 after winning 48. Is he top 10 all time? I think he can be. Like, it's not ruled out that Joe's a 2-time winner. Like, imagine the world where Joe's a 2-time winner. Like, that would be so depressing. So is this the, like, is this the final boss? Oh, fuck me. Okay, cool. Because, like, I assume... No, I don't think it is, right? Because I think there were more levels from what I remember. This is super loud, by the way, for me at least. No, okay. Because I remember I saw that there were a lot of other levels. I'm just gonna turn it down just for the sake of it. Because obviously most people aren't here to watch me play the game. Okay, where the fuck did a gun go? Oh, there. Yeah, I wouldn't rule it out for, I don't remember the controls of this game. I had to push trigger, right? Let me pick it up. What the fuck is happening? Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, we did talk about that. Yeah, final boss is a helicopter. Yeah. Wait, where'd the gun go? Yeah, Squirrel does not have a gun. That is true. They lied. I should probably take off this outfit too. There we go. Yeah, I guess I'll use that. Am I supposed to shoot the wheels? Is that what it is? Ah, fuck. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Perfect. Is Rachel a 2-time winner? Replace Harvey on the... I don't know. I think it's tough, right? But, like... I think there'll obviously be an argument for it. Like, I still think even if Rachel does win 50... And like Joe too, if he wins 48 and then wins 50, it's like I still don't think their legacies are as big as like Tony and Rob and Parvati and Sandra's. But like you could obviously make the argument for it. Cool. Yeah, I kind of expect that at this point, especially considering we are getting more New Era people now. I do expect Amanda to kind of just be like a bit aloof. But we'll see. I wouldn't rule it out entirely. Oh, fuck me. Wait, how have I not lost health? Work decided to schedule you in service on 48. Yeah, that's annoying. I have to work tomorrow. I'm going to miss the Amazing Race finale live, which is annoying because I have to get the review done in, like, all on Friday. So, I'll say, like, I'm still expecting to have the Amazing Race video out on Saturday, but don't lock it in. There's definitely a world where I'm not able to finish it in time. Wait, did I not pick up the gun along the way? Cool. Oh, I have no ammo here. Hoping Amanda's connections work to her benefit. I mean, yeah, hopefully it's not like Keisha and Memphis. She does. So who's she have here? So she has Suri. She has Ozzy, which I believe they are still friends. Post breakup. And then what was the other thing? Colby, right? Which like I think they're fine, right? I would assume they're fine. I doubt they're like friends. Like I doubt they've talked. Since what am I supposed to be hitting? Oh fuck! I have no ammo. Perfect. But yeah, like I don't have a gun. God damn it. So am I supposed to be shooting like? Okay, that's not doing anything. So what am I meant to be hitting? Did I enjoy GCK? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, we didn't talk about GCK. Which I won't like openly spoil it, I guess, in case that people haven't watched it. But yeah, I like the game, but it's also one that like so the clarify the main match. I like the main match, but also it's like it's obviously one that's like very easy just to shut out people. It's like very similar to the Monopoly game. In that sense, the deathmatch I did not like, because like essentially it is just a social strategy game, and obviously like we have winning streak and like that sort of thing. But yeah, it's like I don't know why they didn't just do what's it called? Betting rock paper scissors. Like you would think that would have been easier to do. Or not easier, better to do in that spot. Where I feel like that was the entire point of doing that, was to like get rid of winning streak game. And still have like a rock, paper, scissors style game. Finish the game early or play Latro? I would be open to it, but more than likely I'm not going to. I don't even know if I'm going to finish the game tonight at the pace that I've been playing. What did Shaheen post? Really trying to do more than 20 and 2016 will be a disaster. I agree. Which is why I don't think it'll happen. Oh, this is just the link to the episodes, yeah. How to shut out Penner, my favorite Survivor contestant tonight. Hope you noticed. Is Penner watching? But yeah, what did he say? I don't remember. Also, logic behind Camilla over Shaheen at this point. If Shaheen's in the core group, I mean, like Camilla led the vote against Shaheen. Also, Camilla's been safe. Like Camilla's been out of the core group, but like she has been like really safe the entire time, and like literally like orchestrates the plan against Shaheen. To kill a squirrel? What was that about? I work in tech support. They canceled. Yeah, I saw that they canceled Missing Link, right? Shiny had some good moments, just a strange edit. Yeah, I mean his entire thing, like the fact that we got like him showing off his legs in this episode is like very strange. Or like it's like a weird, like it's like they weirdly mixed like a Mastermind edit and also a Dodo edit into one, which like is very like weird that they did that. I'm still enjoying Devil's Plan. I do think the first batch of episodes was better than this last one. But I still enjoyed it. I was disappointed. Do I go spoilers? I was disappointed to lose a certain person though. And I do think it like I think it like fully demonstrates more of the flaws with the format and like in general, like the fact that like it really has just become the rich like get richer and the poor are kind of fucked and just go in all the time, and like that's a bit of an issue. Which like I don't know. I think that's like a bit of a flaw in the format. And like that was an issue of season 1 too. But like I feel like this emphasized even more with the death room and everything, which like I like the death room. Like, I like that we're getting these death matches, and the death matches have been really fun on the show. But also, I think it is, like, really just screwing over the people at the bottom. Especially considering, like half the cast goes into the death match every round. So it's essentially, like, almost always just going to be, like, the bottom group plus also, like, one person from the majority, because now it's, like, you need to have half the people in there. Talking about Devil's Plan. But I have enjoyed it, though. I still think it's one of the best seasons of the year. Okay, cool. I don't know what's even happening anymore. Well, that's great. I'm almost dead now. Was the episode bad? I thought it was a fine episode of Survivor. I was hoping it would be better, to be honest. I think the vote by the end was just, like, kind of, like, I don't know, kind of whatever. Where I was hoping it would be more, like, I thought the vote would be a bit crazier. But the episode as a whole was fine. Shine Zed was trying to be the second coming of Andy, but Shine wasn't Andy. Like, I think it's Andy post-merge. And, like, it's like post-merge Andy, but, like, not the, like, good Andy. Like, the good part of Andy's edit, which is, like, the early stuff. Shane's the worst player than Andy? Do I agree with that? I don't think I do, but I don't think they're that far apart from each other, though. Oh, I didn't realize there were bombs. Cool. Oh, fuck me. Okay, no. No, throw it! Okay, great. Yeah, just kill me. Andy's more aware than Shaheen? Probably, yeah. That's probably a fair assessment. Watch the snake. Which one's the snake? I don't know what show that is. Keep telling Banu he was his Philip was insane. Actually, that'll make it even funnier for when, oh, fuck me. Yeah, that'll make it even funnier if Q and Philip are on the same tribe. Copa and Edric about Joe not winning is funny. Again, I understand if you think Kyle is winning. Like, I get it. I think you're wrong, personally. But I get it. Though I do think people are interpreting Joe's edit incorrectly. Cool. Well, that's great. How did I die that quickly? What? 1626 males Philip. I just don't think there's other options. Like, I think the real... Like, to me, it's like, I don't... Like, I didn't think it was Philip. Like, yeah, when we had the 16 to 33 people, I was like, yeah, it's... Like, my first instinct actually was that it was Philip. But then after we got the... Like, people were saying, oh, he's like 67. I was like, oh, that is a bit old. So it's like, yeah, I don't think it's Philip at that point. But we're at the point now where, like, I don't think there's a better option. Especially if we're trying to go for diversity mandate. Like, I generally don't think they're fucking putting on, like, Jonas or Jason or, like, any of these other, like, one-time players from, like, 20 years ago or whatever, 15 years ago. Actually, really, it's like, I'm trying to remember the cast. Like, is there any one-time player before 35 at this point, outside of Elizabeth? And obviously Elizabeth is just, like, a very different situation. No, right? Because it's Elizabeth, it's Colby, it's Stephanie, Suri, Ozzy, Amanda. Yeah, it's like, I just don't see them going a one-time player from one of the least popular eras of the show. Well, the whole reason that Tennant and Philip were cast because I think they wanted them before that. I've not been paying attention to the lyrics. What are actually the lyrics of the song? I did watch Party's RHP interview. I thought it was really shit, to be honest. It was really just her promoting her book the entire time. Like, I feel like I got, like, absolutely nothing out of that. It's like, okay, I just wasted it, like, I don't know, like 30 minutes of my life considering I watched it, like, 2 times speed or whatever, but, like, still. Those shows seem to give Camilla more credit than Kyle for their idol play. For the idol play, yes. Yeah, they did. Well, to be fair, I think it's fair that's the case. But yeah, again, I think Kyle's edit in the pre-merge is bad. Which is why, like, I feel more confident about Joe. Because, like, Kyle's introduction is terrible. Like, again, Kyle's introduction on the entire season is him already being picked for the journey and him saying that, like, oh, I can't lose this journey challenge or whatever, and then he goes on to lose. So, like, his opening is really bad. Camilla's is also, like, not great, but, like, not, like, terrible, but, like, I remember it being, like, a relatively shallow confessional. Whether Genius, I thought Genius was. I think this is probably my least favorite episode of the 4. I think it was still fine. I still liked it. I did find it interesting that apparently Danielle brought up double idol play first. Is that what she said? I actually missed. Like I remember that she was talking that. Yeah, I went to Danielle with it or whatever. I think I missed the fact that she said Danielle brought up the idea first. Which if that's the case, then. Or is advertising a book to one of the least literate fandoms in the world, I guess. Is Kyle gonna lose fire making in full circle moment? I mean, what? Just a full circle moment and he loses the challenge? Could be. Kyle's personal content always got undermined by Joe's personal content. Yeah, and like also it's like even when Kyle gets his personal content, it's in relation to Joe. In the sense that he's like talking about like, oh, I'm doing this to bond with Joe, is like telling him my story. My pick was Kevin, which Kevin from this season we're talking about. Not a great pick. Yeah, I still haven't paid attention to the lyrics of the song. I hear "Take Your Shot." What was the rest of it? Yeah, I know Fishbook's releasing a book, which maybe I'll buy it. I don't know. Depends how much it is. Like, part of these I remember was like more than I wanted to spend on it, which is why I would have bought it, but it's like $30 or $40, which is like, eh. If it was like 20, I'd buy it. I feel like that's a little bit high. I like Amalfi. I think he's like one of the best characters on the season. I think he plays the game in a really interesting way, not necessarily a good way, but I think he is probably one of the most like entertaining. Like obviously Ben is Ben, but like outside of Ben, I think Amalfi is the like next most entertaining player. For traders, why not? Winfrey was Kyle, so maybe get it right. Maybe. We'll see. Thought Snipe Hold'em episodes were the best of the season. I thought it was a very good game. I think it went on for a bit too long, but it was very good though. I've liked all the death matches. I think all of them have been pretty good. 7 high for the traders. I wouldn't be opposed to that. $30 for a book, didn't you win $1 million already? Yeah. Let's see. I think it was 30, right? Because I remember if it was 20, I would buy it. But I remember it was like a step above, like my, yeah, it's $30. Which, yeah, I don't know. Oh, actually, on Amazon, it's $27.90. Did it come out yet? It's not even out yet, right? Yeah, July 8th. Oh, did Circle get canceled? I didn't even see that, actually. I'm not shocked. I do think it's a bit weird they built entire fucking set in the United States, just they only use it for 2 seasons that they filmed back to back, but yeah, Circle's been like kind of going downhill to where like I'm not particularly shocked by that. Not downhill in terms of quality, but downhill in terms of like notoriety, where I feel like no one talks about Circle anymore. Even though I think season 6 and 7 were like 2 of the best seasons of the show. I did not pre-order a copy of Alison Stoner's book. How to rank Kyle as a winner? I talked about it earlier. It's like I think like it depends on how these last 2 rounds go, but like I would say probably like upper middle tier. Especially because I think you can justify his idle play, considering it was essentially him being swap screwed to be in that position. Was that the fear factor thing? Which I already talked about earlier. Dude, I don't mean to be wasting that bullet there. Oh, it's because yeah, the fucking driving controls bother me in this game too. Okay, of course I fucking missed that too. Oh, you did? You got the Alison Stoner book? I mean... what do you plan to get out of that? I would order a J. Maya book. Actually, I guess she did make a book, didn't she? She made a novella, right? Which I don't think I bought, which, again, I should have. Like, it's only an ebook, right? If it was a physical book, I would buy it. Again, that would be worth having for my J. Maya shrine. That's literally just one CD. One CD that's next to my copies of Stranded by Jeff Probst and my Survivor Borneo and Australian Outback guidebooks from Mark Burnett, and my copy of the Survivor card game, and also Survivor Castaway Island, a sealed copy of it. I forgot I had that too. So that's something. Jemima for 50? I mean, she's obviously the 45 female. It's obviously her. Again, who cares that was confirmed to be a white person? It's definitely J. Maya. Song sucks. I mean, I don't take any of this game seriously. Did I even hit? I listened to... I've heard J. Maya's part in it. The part about Aphrodite and everything. I've not... listened to, like, everything in it. Wait, how do you back up? Square? Cool. Suppose I got a 49 logo. I feel like buying, like, did we get the 48 logo, like, super early of it being, like, super low res or something? So I guess, yeah, like, in terms of that, I guess it was, like, it would be possible for us to get one of those. But seemingly, we just know nothing about 49. Like, Redmond still only knows one person, it's a guy. And even then isn't, like, confident enough to even say who it is, so... Yeah, I think that's probably about right. That Kovac's better than 48, but worse than Times of Rebels. By the way, I did see that they did that Laura did a deep dive with Shannon, which I really don't know if I care enough, to be honest, to listen to 3 hours of Laura at this point, in a spot where, like, I really don't give a shit about Times of Rebels anymore. Or Times of Brains for Fun 2. God damn it. Well, technically it's a white post-merger. The 45 female. Because all the people on Redmond's 90% list at the time were post-merger. Like, there's no pre-mergers left at that point. And then also, there were only 3 POC. In a spot where we know Q, Angelina, and Suri were on it. So everyone else has to be white. Cool. Yeah, how am I supposed to do this? I guess I should probably get back in the car, right? Where's the actual car thing? Kendra taking that crown? Obviously. Can't wait for Kendra to win Survivor 50. In a spot where she's openly talking about 50 rumors online. And has been, like, the entire time. Like, literally, like, since, like, I don't know, September or something. I actually wouldn't be opposed to Kendra return though, but obviously not for 50. Kendra not Carolyn would be hilarious. It would be funny. Oh, I'm almost dead already. Just kill me. Cool. So Angelina's your winner pick. I think I'm looking at Angelina right now as well. Especially considering how like newer what does this do? Nah, whatever, I'll just keep it as is. Do you wanna do that maybe? But yeah, I think Angelina's looking pretty good on this season. Like, I don't know what the snake is. Whereas I've seen the, like, I think I've seen the name, but I don't know what it actually is. Oh, we didn't talk about $1 Million Secret Gang renewed, did we? Which, yeah, that's cool. No Battle Camp renewal, though. That's a travesty. Oh, fuck me, that was a waste. Cool. Oh, it's like Kendra Warren and Carolyn. Emily over Carolyn is already kind of interesting. Yeah. Which I just expected both of them to be on if they wanted. Like, I know Emily would be on if she wanted it. I just didn't think she wanted it. But I am still shocked at the fact that Carolyn was cut. I assume you mean accept. Like, I don't know. Like, probably offered her enough money and she just wanted to do it now. Like, I think the thing about Emily is that, like, a lot of the reason why she didn't want to go back was because, like, the online fan base was, like, very cruel to her during the season. So she was like, why am I doing this again? But, like, I feel like once she actually got the offer, it just seemed like a spot where, like, you know, it's like, why not? But also, though, like, she's obviously been saying that she doesn't want to come back, like, recently. Because, like, even at the time of the the wish list, from RCP, which was, like, a month or two before calls were made, even there, like, she was still saying that she didn't want to come back. So it is interesting that she did change her mind, but again, she clearly changed her mind because she's pretty much the only option. Unless, again, technically, I think there's a world where it's Julie still, but it's not Julie. Where also the 47 female, like, it isn't like 100% Genevieve. Then I believe Survivors United had not said Genevieve, right? Yeah, it is Genevieve, but like, it technically can still be Caroline or Sue, because it is just a white, non-winning. Well, I guess Rachel's not white anyway, but white post-merger. Female, obviously, post-merger. So, like, it could technically be Caroline or Sue, but it's not. I remember that All Winner Survivor posted 2 Canadians are on the cast, but also it's like, it's All Winner Survivor, so they probably just, like, guessed based on the Redmond information, because, like, that would obviously just be Marianne and Genevieve. But what should be? Oh, dude, I generally no, Sierra's pregnant. I forgot. That's why I ruled out Sierra. Like, Sierra literally just had a kid, right? If not, is still pregnant. I think she had the kid though, right? See, I forgot. That's why Sierra's ruled out. Why is All Winner Survivor hate reality fan? Redmond hates All Winner Survivor too. From what I understand, All Winner Survivor is just like a fucking mess, and just like post shit without caring about what's it called? Fact checking beforehand, and also like post things that they shouldn't post. Like Brooke Stentley's on Survivor 49. She gave birth a week ago. Yeah, I can't wait for her to be on 50 then. Caroline Revenge of Operation Italy, obviously. That's why they cast Caroline. They need to show why Operation Italy was such a great move, because it got rid of the great Caroline. Who's better, Tori or Sierra? I think is better. than Tori. I still don't actually know what I'm meant to be doing in this fight outside shooting the wheels. Like, I don't know what I'm meant to be doing after that. I love how that missed. Like, generally, I like Caroline. Is she the most entertaining, like, person in the world? No. But, I don't know. She's at least, like, likable. But also, yeah, I don't need her on 50, though. And she would be a very strange pick. Cool. You pick up the gun. Dude, I'm never finishing this game. Caroline looks like a miniature Laurel Stuck. Yeah, I can kind of see that. Guess who the Survivor player is? Was this? Wait, what is this even video? Like, what is? I don't get. Wait, what is this? Like, why'd they make this video? Like, I'm assuming. Wait, is that Dan Liu? Is that who it is? I can't even fucking find a full shot of everybody. Oh, I didn't even realize it was fucking DX. Like, I knew it was Moose, but like, yeah, I didn't realize it was DX there. Oh, yeah, fucking Travis, thank God. Funny, I went from Last of Us to Squirrel With A Gun. I mean, yeah. It's two of the greatest games ever. Philip is lower ranked than Elizabeth. Maybe? I think... Philip, probably has more win equity. But, like, Dan Liu lies as he was on Togechi, so that's something. I might watch this later. But that is funny, though. That's a thing they did. Imagine Dan Liu is the Amazon person called. Like, that would be really funny. What is this video? There's a new snake every week and they have to try to vote out the snake. I feel like that sounds bad as a format. But I also don't know. I got Hyunmin for a recap? Is that what this is? Of Devil's Plan? Or... I assume it's Devil's Plan because it's in Korean, right? Oh yeah, there's Hyunmin. That's cool. I mean... Maybe Hyunmin's on Devil's Plan Season 3. That'd be cool. We'll make a video rankings for our players with the most votes cast against them per season. That's an interesting idea. I forgot. What was the idea I recently had? Oh, it was the modification. It was, rank every player that got a vote at the first tribal or whatever that didn't go home. I don't know what the fucking name of that video would be, but it's essentially the first nominee, like, whatever the video I just edited, the, ranking every player to survive the first, or, wait, what the fuck's that video called again? I forgot what I actually called it. Oh, that survived the first eviction, that's what I called it. Anyway, like, it would essentially be that for Survivor, like, yeah, like, every player that got, a vote at the first tribal. That might be a bit of a mess. Hyunmin and 7 High have similar voices. Yeah, I don't know because I've been watching the dub. You knew it was Dan Liu, and then he said Togechi's rethinking everything. Yeah, yeah. Like I noticed it was Dan Liu from the face or whatever, and like no one else like seems super familiar. But I think Dan Liu is like such a random person now. Why add BB Cannon players to that video? Because it'd be too fucking long. And again, I like to separate. I don't like. I think it's like I think there's enough people that haven't watched BB Can that have watched BB US that's like I don't think it's appropriate to keep like to put those two things together. ranking everywhere based on episode 1. I've thought about doing a ranking every player based on the pre-merge or whatever. I don't like the idea of ranking every players that were idled out. Actually, generally, I don't like this video, the rank every players that survived the first eviction. Just because it kind of falls into the same issue of ranking every players that were idled out, and the fact that like it essentially just comes down to placement for most of it, which is just kind of boring. Where it would be like a similar thing with idled out players, where like more than likely it's essentially just ranking them based on where they end up like getting voted out. I'm looking at my list of videos. I find it funny. I have a video why Jeff Probst's philosophy on the game is wrong. So that's something. Watching the subs. I don't know what Seven High's actor sounds like. He just sounds like a generic dub voice. I don't know. It doesn't sound anything too special. Something I find funny is that Seydal's voice in the like his real voice is like super high pitched, right? Yeah, like in the dub, it's just like super just normal. It's like you would never like guess the fact that his like voice is like so high pitched. Has Corey I don't believe so, but I haven't been watching his recent attempts of Corey trying to beat Big D or get Big D to win BB23. Jeff Probst is wrong about Survivor. Yeah, that would be the clickbait title. I feel like someone's definitely made that video already, right? Like obviously not in the way that I would do it, but I feel like someone's definitely made a video called Jeff Probst is wrong. That's probably something I wrote out. No, I wrote out. What I'm talking about. Sorry, Spencer. I feel like Sorry Spencer definitely did Jeff Probst has lost his mind video, right? Gary Gabe was very dumb. Oh, Caroline Gary Day was very dumb, but here's how she play again. Yeah, I agree with that. Meme View probably made it. I would not be shocked at that either. I generally still have not watched a single Meme View video. Ranking Jeff Probst hot takes. I mean, that'd be almost everything he says, though. I think that would be like too hard of a video to consolidate. How Jeff Probst ruined 50 voting. That'd be something. Rank Sam, Genevieve, Andy, Caroline as players. As players, I think is interesting. Because like, I think Andy's probably the worst as a player in the grand scheme of things. Like if we're talking about like consistent, like how would they do on most given appearances? Genevieve and Sam are 1 and 2. I just don't know the order. Where like Caroline, I think Caroline has the most. Like, I think Caroline makes it to the end more times than any of the other ones. But also, I think she struggles to win. Like, I think she struggles to have a lot of win equity. Where I think she could have won 47 if she had gotten to the end. Mind you, she had to get there without Rachel. And probably Genevieve and Ibel. I don't think it's because... Like, I think if she had not... because that was the thing with Caroline, is that, like, the jury did not seem to respect Caroline until she went to Ponderosa and then explained her game. And then they were like, oh my god, you were, like, one of the best players. But, it's like, that's not the vibe that they would have had coming into Final Tribal. So, like, I don't know, I think she plays, like, a tough game to consistently win with. Because I think it really comes down to, like, who she's next to and also, like, how receptive the jury is going to be to her. Anyway. Sam is stronger threat management. Yeah, but he was also less of a threat. Where I think Sam isn't as consistently going to be a jury threat. But that's also, again, kind of a pro for him, too. But yeah, I think I would lean Sam over Genevieve. But I think they are, like, very, very close. Now it's a Caroline Andy. As players, again, obviously games they play in the season, I literally have it the opposite, right? I think I have Sam above Genevieve, but outside that's pretty much the opposite. I think the problem with Genevieve is that she in the modern game needs to make fire, right? Where like it's very unlikely anyone takes her to the end. And like she doesn't know how to make fire, so like that's obviously an issue. But too fair, I guess Sam didn't know how to make fire either. Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that. Yeah, we're getting a like Friday after show for Big Brother for some fucking reason. Which why? But also it's like who cares in the grand scheme of things? Like whatever. I do wonder who the hosts are going to be. I feel like Chelsea's definitely one, but I do question who the other two are going to be. Like, obviously Taylor would make sense, but I don't know if Taylor would want to... Like, I don't know. I feel like... Yeah, I don't know if Taylor wants to be, like... doing a Big Brother show every, like... I don't know. Like, doing that instead of doing, like, other reality shows that she's getting offers for, but I guess you never know. I mean, like, my first gut instinct is Taylor, Jag, Chelsea, like, literally the last 3 winners. I mean, like, literally when we did it last season, it was Cody, Taylor, Jag. And that was the spot where they asked Xavier, and Xavier couldn't do it because of his contract with NBC. So, like, I wouldn't be shocked that they just go for, like, the last 3 winners again. Dude, I legitimately don't know what I'm meant to be doing here. Of, like... Tucker, Angela, Kenny, obviously. Knowledge of Big Brother begins and ends with the one dude who got nothing but MORs on Blood vs. Water and Pork vs. Walk Draw. I mean, that is a thing that happened. You don't remember the guy that passed out? And got, like, had a heat stroke and then got brought back, like, 2 seasons later? You don't remember that guy? Yeah, Caleb. He's the best Big Brother player of all time. I mean, he's a legend. By the way, the video I'm editing right now is casting Big Brother Second Chance. Actually, something annoying about it, I forgot, I didn't mention this. I had to fucking re-record like half the video. Because like my audio got corrupted somehow. So like I had to re-record everything from like BB5 to BB21. Which was annoying. Which, like, usually if my audio gets corrupted, it's usually only, like, a minute or so. Like, this was literally, like, almost 20 minutes of audio that got corrupted. That's funny, I recorded it, like, 6 months ago at this point. I think more than that, actually. I think, like, 7 or 8. Yeah, Caleb's obviously a lock. I can't wait for see him on Big Brother again. And he is a legend. Imagine we do reindeer games too and fucking Caleb's there. That's gonna be fucking depressing. It's realistic. Or at least attempting to be. It's not fully because like Vanessa Russo's on there and I don't know if Vanessa Russo is saying yes. But at least it's a spot where like if it's somebody that like openly says that they will never play again, then they're not gonna be on. And it's also like based around who production would pick, not who I would pick. I also did record it before Amazing Race, which is funny. And I thought I was going to re-record things to, like, because of Amazing Race. Or I thought Amazing Race would actually, like, change my opinions on some people. But I actually, like, realized that it actually kind of doesn't. I think I probably still have the same opinions even after Amazing Race happens. So it's not like because, like, Natalie Negrotti was on Amazing Race, and I'm thinking Natalie Negrotti's being brought back for Second Chance. I'm trying to remember who even made it from Amazing Race. A lot of the 26 people are Amazing Race. Actually, is that a lot? How many? No, actually, no. It's only half. I guess it's only Angela and Tucker. Who else made it for Amazing Race? Actually, really, I don't know if many did. Because, like, you obviously have, like, Jag and Chelsea who won. So, like, they're not there. Taylor won. Kylan's on. Who else is on Amazing Race? I don't even remember anymore. Joseph is a person. I didn't put him on. Who else? Turner's a person. He's not on. Though I would debate it, but... I think with Turner, it's like him or Quinn. And I did land on Quinn, especially because of the Quinn, like, Tucker dynamic. But, like, I could see a world where I go Tucker, or where I go Turner. Who else is on? Who's from 25? Oh, it's Jagged and Izzy, which also I don't think they're casting Izzy on Big Brother, sadly. So that didn't change. Hannah Chada didn't make it on, but also I don't know if Hannah Chada's saying yes to Big Brother. Kat Dunn didn't make it on, though I considered it. Then Enzo's not eligible, and then yeah, Natalie I didn't, so. Yeah, like Izzy is great on Amazing Race, there's a chance. But I don't think Big Brother production likes Izzy. So like, I think it would have to be a world where like CBS forces Izzy on. I mean, I think with Hannah, it's more so, can she find the time to do a 90-day season? Like, I know she would want to ideally, but it's more so like, I don't know, is Hannah finding 90 days to play Big Brother again? And even then, again, Tiffany and Kylan are on, so we're like, I don't know if we need more than that from the cookout on one cast. Where if it was like Amazing Race, then that's fine, but like obviously on the show, it's a social strategy game, it's like, I don't know, we need like that many cookout people. She's getting her doctorate or something, right? Or she's becoming a doctor, right? Which, to be fair, Marianne is in a similar spot and she's likely on 50, but also that's 26 days, I guess, a month, versus like pretty much 100 days by everything said and done. So it's like, it's still very different. I mean, maybe if Big D could win if like Corey could win Big D BB23, maybe. Well, actually, no, but then he would be a winner. Actually, that's the reason why he's not on, is because I'm fully expecting Corey to get Big D a win. So he can't be on Second Chance. Okay, what am I meant to do here? Oh, what's going on in the rear? Oh, is it here? Oh, okay, I see what I'm meant to do. I just have no ammo, though, so that's a bit of an issue. Is everything? Dude, there's so many moving parts to this. Oh, what the fuck's happening now? Cool. Dude, this game is so jank. I did put Felicia, but Felicia's actually one that I would debate a bit, considering she wasn't called for Amazing Race. So, like, I considered, like, taking her off because of that, but I was like, you know, fuck it. I want Felicia on. I don't fucking care. Cool. Oh, fuck off, I died. Yeah, I saw Tucker and Rubina broke up. I really don't care. Like, funny that Matt and MJ lasted longer than Tucker and Rubina. Which, I mean, I guess we'll see how much longer that lasts for, but... Dude, the fucking controls are so shit. Like, what? Like, why is it X and square? Like, why isn't it just like any other fucking driving game? Okay, yep, cool. Dude, okay. Dude, fuck me, just let me fucking leave! Yeah, obviously. Squirrel With A Gun can't have those sort of controls. Alright, cool. Where's the gun? Does Fisher want to play again? I think she would do it, from what I understand. I don't know if she's like clamoring to play again, but I think she would say yes. How much do you help at the 25th anniversary? I'm not sure, really. Because it doesn't seem like that's part of their marketing. Or at least I didn't see it. To be fair, I didn't read the actual press release. Don't know, were they hyping up this is the 25th anniversary? I assume that's the theme, right? Oh no, I guess it's 90 minutes, isn't it? That's probably what he meant by 90s. Is he meant the 90-minute episodes? My initial read was that that was the theme, though, but maybe not. Because I guess he wouldn't know the theme if they didn't announce it here. Yeah, it's kind of insane. That we're at the 25th anniversary of Survivor. Dude, this gun's so hard to control. Which I guess is obviously the point, but... Okay, cool. Oh, I lost the gun. God damn it. Let me pick up the gun. Thank you. Playing a BB-8 Brant Steele's try to rig for Jen to win. I mean, that'd be cool. I really want to put Jen Johnson on my cast. I did like I did add segments to consider. Actually, no, I think Jen Johnson was already on, but I added a segment to consider Libra. Because she was in the running for Amazing Race. But I think there's no way Big Brother Productions does. What's Father's deal? I don't know. I mean, I feel like they haven't done a good enough job explaining this. And like, why is he haphazardly driving this tank around this little stadium area? Dude. No! Ah, fuck off. Dude, let me fucking hit the thing! Fuck me, dude. I have no ammo. Dude. There we go. Did I consider Heisem? Heisem, might be there. There we go. Okay. Now what I meant to do is just shoot them. Oh, fuck off. No, that doesn't do anything? Cool. Oh, it's back to the wheel thing? God damn it. Wait, how many times do I have to do this over and over again? Because if that's the case, then I'm never fucking finishing this fight. Cool. Oh, dude, I lost the gun again. Okay. Dude, this kind of sucks. Dude, let me fucking hit the wheel. Dude, what is happening? I would rather watch Star 48 than play Squirrel With A Gun. Well, I'd rather play Squirrel With A Gun if I wasn't in this boss battle. I assume you can't call your car here, right? That you have to actually find the car again. So in the open world, you can call your car. Wait, what am I shooting at now? Cool. Oh, I don't have a gun again. God damn it. Dude, okay. Well, this is going great. That didn't do anything. Well, that was a waste. Cool. How many past players are, like, we're talking about Big Brother? Not as many as Survivor. Like, I think Big Brother's just a bigger commitment, where I think it's tougher to find people that are willing to do it. I think they got pretty fortunate with COVID happening for BB22. So, like, otherwise it would have been a lot harder for... Dude, fuck off. I'm almost dead. I think otherwise it would have been a lot harder to get some of those people. Does Monty not want to come back? Well, shit. Straight with Big Brother, though, I actually don't follow returning player stuff as much. Maybe because a lot of it's irrelevant anyway. But like with Survivor, I have a good sense of most people's like desires to come back and their chances and that sort of thing. Where with Big Brother, I really don't. Like for a lot of people. But it's also because a lot of it's just not particularly relevant. Because they're not going to do a fucking returning season most of the time anyway. Oh, Ash was almost dead. This is great. Oh, you don't want Monty to come back? I don't know who does. It does seem like they like Monty at least, though. For whatever reason. This is kind of a shit gun to be using for this section. What does this thing do again? I don't remember what this does. Cool. Okay, I'm dead. Well, that's great. Big players usually want to go into the challenge. Yeah, I think that's more common. So is this the beginning of the fight again? It is, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, obviously, I don't know. Dude, this fight is so shit. Like, it's not even necessarily hard, it's just tedious. Cool. Hey, this music? Well, does the federal government have nothing better to do? What are we talking about? Like, what's that in reference to? Oh, here, yeah, getting a tank to kill a squirrel. I mean, again, they needed to do these experiments on a squirrel and get them to learn how to use a gun. That was very important. I think I should just switch the gun, right? Like, this is just a shit gun to be using for this. Dude, let me fucking interact with the thing. Dude. Okay, yeah, cool. No, let me aim. Okay, cool. I missed anyway. This is what they played during Ponderosa, obviously. Imagine this was like a song by the Dragons. So can you just not get a new gun when you're in the car? Because that's really fucking shit. Cool. Yeah, I know exclusivity is supposed to be pretty difficult at points, so I probably will. I'm still thinking what I want to do with that, because like obviously I could play on Game Pass. But if I do that, I can't have commentary, which I think will annoy me. All while I could buy on PlayStation, but it's also like, one, it's like difficult to find physical copies now, right? Like they haven't reprinted it yet. Dude, hit the thing. Okay, cool. Dude, just hit the fucking thing. Should I be killing the guards? Like, is there a point to this? Who do you think is a better player? Aaron or Carol? Which Aaron? Like Lobdale? And also which Carolyn? Wait, why does it start off at different levels? Wire and I think Carolyn Weiger's a better player than Lobdale. Fuck me. I feel like I'm never finishing this fight. I mean, you don't know that the leader of the FBI is called Father? That's just a known fact. I feel like I might as well just get out of the car, right? I feel like it's more of a pain to control it than not. Dude, why do you have to destroy all these fucking things? Like, it's just fucking annoying. You destroy all these things on both sides of the truck or tank. It's annoying that they can, like, I think it's dumb that when the tank hits you, it makes you drop your gun. Like, I think that's also fucking dumb. Cool. Also, like, the wheels take multiple hits also, which is pretty fucking shit. Like, it's like, it feels like they made this fight, like, as tedious as possible. Cash Patel, is that his name? The FBI guy? I'm already almost dead. I might as well not even try, right? Oh, I just realized I lost all my acorns through this too. That's great. There's something else. I want to change the outfit just because it's bothering me. Oh, wait, what if I do this? Is that a thing? Like, does this help me with this fight? It might, right? I'm not alone, well, thank God. But it's like, really, it's like, there's like, it's like just tedium after tedium, like, just like layers of just how shit this thing is. Cool. Dude, fuck me. But I wonder if the bomb suit does help, though. I feel like it might. Because it makes you so that, like, because I assume it means that I can't drop my gun anymore, right? If I'm not damaged by explosions. So this might make it easier. We'll see, though. Yeah, I'll look at it if I fail it again here. I need to find a gun again. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, we got extreme waves, but it, like, I feel like they used it, like, incorrectly. Like, I feel like that was a weird way to use it. Like, why didn't we get extreme waves when we got the flashback? Okay, no, so I still dropped the gun. But I don't get damaged, though, so it's still better. Yeah, imagine this is my hell, is playing, the tank boss battle in Squirrel With A Gun. Imagine this was a daytime stream, and it was just me playing this fight. God damn it. Yeah, that was the, I still don't know the words of the song. Like, I still can't even tell. Alright, there we go. Phase 1. I didn't realize how much health I already lost. That's a great sign. Okay. Should be playing some finale night? I wouldn't be shocked if I am at this point. Okay. So I came closer. Oh, did I die? Oh, fuck off. Okay. I was close. So I just need to do it twice, but actually know what I'm doing. Okay, cool. The car just controls like shit, too. I already got hit, so that's great. Cool. Pick it up, thank you. Should be a theme song for 50, obviously. Imagine Jeff plays Squirrel With A Gun. I think that'll be funny. I talk about Yanni being the baddest bitch on reality TV right now, I guess. I'll be honest, I didn't know who the fuck she was until like 2 episodes ago. Like I generally could not like tell who was who of the women that were in the prison. There was until like a couple episodes ago that I was like, oh, okay, now I know who's who. Same thing with a lot of the idols too. On this, like generally with Devil's Plan Season 2, like I am struggling to care about the cast for a lot of them. And I feel like it's tough to figure out like who exactly. So we're like Season 1, I feel like I knew who everybody was. Especially by the end of the first batch. Where I feel like this season, I'm just like a lot of these people just kind of blend together. Wish Seven High would be more villainous. Yeah, I mean he's kind of like what's a good like genius like comparison to him? Because it does feel like there's a lot of points where he is obviously getting like outplayed. I mean, should I even bother trying? I'm already almost dead. Cool. Such a winner storyline. I mean, she's the Sokjin of the season. Imagine it happens again though. That it's the same like style of winner again. Okay, cool.
why do you get like blown away? Like, I think that's another like annoying aspect of this, is that the recoil when you're shooting the gun also. Why am I stuck on this, by the way? There we go. Like, look at that. It's like I can't even fucking shoot it because it keeps on like moving the car too. I maybe should have watched or Devil's Plan Season 1 like 2 years ago when it fucking came out then. But also, I guess it depends on where you're at the season. Let's go here in like the Orbit figure. I don't know, is he, like, I think, I don't know, I wouldn't say he's, like, exactly like Orbit, and the fact that I think Orbit, like, seemed to do things a bit more, like, I don't feel like Orbit was doing so strategically, right? Where I think, like, with Kyohyun, I feel like he's doing it a bit more, like, strategically. Then like, or like, I feel like Orbit legitimately just thought he was trying to be like a good person and trying to do these things. I haven't even started it yet. I mean, then you're probably not gonna remember the fucking winner by the time you watch it anyway. Then, like, I literally got, like, when I watched Genius for the first time, I watched the opening scene of Grand Final, like, first. That was the first thing I ever saw. And I technically got spoiled on who the winners are. Did not fucking remember by the time I watched the Genius, like, seasons 2 and 3, who won. I actually remembered it wrong. I thought Hyunmin won season 3, when I got to season 3. And then with season 2, I really didn't remember at all. I remember Jinho, though, so I was spoiled on Jinho winning. Even then, I didn't remember it was Jinho specifically. I just remembered it was a guy like Jinho. There's like, by the end, I got like, okay, I'm pretty sure it is Jinho. Yeah, this is already not going well. Just kill me. Joe Hunter is father? I could see it. Imagine Joe Hunter is the leader of the FBI that is controlling a tank. Actually, I should probably look at that actual guide at this point, right? Spoiled on Jinho and Dongwon season 4. Like, you were spoiled that they were on season 4? Which... Or, like, that they were winners in general. Anyway, there's the guide. Finally found it. Someone says great fight with awesome boss music, so thank God. Let's see, use an SMG and on foot, don't shoot the tanker. Wait, tank gunner or agent, shoot the hatch at the top of the tank. Wait, can you just go straight to it? Shoot all green wheels into repair mode. Wait, no, it is literally just what I've been doing, right? Shoot the hatch by... Yeah, I think it is pretty much just what I already knew I was doing. AC Show finally found its writers. Well, that's shit, because they shouldn't be making the show to begin with. How long has that show been in development for? Like, it's probably been like 10 years or something now, right? Cool. What the fuck was that? Dude, just let me pick up the fucking gun! Dude, fuck this. Cool. I have not heard a single thing on A vs. World 2. We still don't actually even technically know when A vs. World 1's airing. I assume it's August at this point. Oh, I did see some like so I saw so Sawyer's in Redmond's Discord. I saw that they were talking some AU. Which yeah, supposedly there's no, which again kind of to be expected, but there's no nano-limbs, so that's cool. Also other things that I don't know if I should spoil. Not like actual spoilers, but more so like format things, but also too very, it's like it essentially just confirms what we already knew. Cool. Cool. That's great. Just kill me. You guys in the Survivor Discord? That would make sense. I don't think they're like hiding it. It's just more so. I actually saw it now. I did get in an argument with Sawyer over New Era casting like a week or two ago. That's something. Also, what, getting argument about casting? I mean, that they think New Era casting shit and is why Survivor's bad. Which I think they're wrong. And they think old casting's better. Which I also think they're wrong. Pick it up, thank you. Where's the last one? Yeah, that was during the argument. I think I even talked about it on stream. That like someone mentioned that yeah, old school casting is great, like Cook Islands and San Juan del Sur. It's like, what the fuck are we on? Those are your two fucking examples. I don't remember if it was Sawyer that said that. It might have been Link. I don't remember. But it was somebody that said that. I'm like, this is an insane take. Okay, cool. Missed one. How he protected 24. Imagine Will fighting Squirrel with a Gun. That'd be funny. Oh, fuck off. I need to be using the other gun. I'm kind of fucked because I'm not. Dude. Yeah. Well, that was shit. I'm probably dead also because I'm probably not going to be out of the range. Or I guess I am. But still, that was bad. I need the other gun. This is the greatest song of all time. I mean, I don't know how you would think otherwise. No, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Good Kasuga. I mean, I think Kasuga would struggle. I mean, I'm sure Kiru would struggle too. I would not be shocked if there was a Squirrel with a Gun at some point in the Yakuza series. I feel like that feels like a thing that would happen in the Yakuza series. I'm surprised I haven't taken damage yet. I think that's pretty shocking. I need to find a new gun. Oh yeah, I didn't talk about Last of Us. I try to actually remember what even happened in episode 5. It was day 2, right? I'm surprised we got all the way to Nora. There were things I didn't like, but I'm trying to remember what I didn't like at this point. Dude, hit the fucking thing. But yeah, I think I'm at the point now where I just don't think I like the season that much, but that's fine.
And again, it's in a different way from how I didn't like Season 1. But it's whatever. You fight a chimpanzee in the excavator? Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's about right. That's what I would expect from Yakuza. Oh, dude, fuck off. I didn't mean to do that. That was a waste. I think it's complete. Like, I think it, like, the Ellie Nora scene, like, obviously for most part it's just a one-for-one recreation. I don't like the actual scene though. Like, the scene of Ellie killing Nora, I think is worse than the game. But I do think Bella Ramsey's performance was good. And I think that's really like a lot of just Ellie in the show. Is I think like the performance is good. I think the writing is bad. Or at least it's different in a way that makes it worse than the original. Yeah, I'm shocked that they cast her just to write her off the show in like one episode. I guess she's too busy with Intergalactic. But wait, did I not pick up the gun? Cool. I thought she was fine. I mean, she didn't really get much to do. She was just there. Actually, then again, I assume she's going to be in Season 3, right? When we get to the Abby part of it. So I guess she actually will be in the show more. I can't wait for the Rat King in Season 3. AKA, I also don't actually really care. But I assume they're still doing that, right? Okay. Oh, fuck off. I'm dead, I think. Yeah, fuck this. I think I'm done. Fuck this game. I'm over it. I don't fucking care enough. Yeah, obviously Miles. I can't wait to see Miles. Or Laced Up. I haven't watched Laced Up Lauren's stream in like 2 years or something at this point, or a year and a half. Also not following Will Neff either. Balatro time. Should I switch to Balatro? I'm gonna be opposed to. I do actually want to play more Balatro. I don't want to give up on this game though, but it's also annoying though, because like I actually want to finish this game, but it's like, dude, this fight's so fucking annoying. Yeah. I'll at least get back to the actual Squirrel With A Gun song. Actually, that is cool though. It changes the I think it changes the squirrel to your outfit, right? Or no, I wasn't wearing this outfit, but at least it changes the outfit of the squirrel, because like it was wearing a different outfit earlier, I believe. Finish off stream? Maybe. I don't have time though. I don't even know if I have time to finish Yakuza at this point. Like, actually, we haven't talked about this. I've barely played Yakuza. I've played it literally, like, I played 30 minutes since last stream. I think in the last week, I've played, like, an hour and a half. Like, I've just been too busy with other shit. I'm probably not going to play any tomorrow, like, considering I have the Amazing Race stuff to, like, finish up, and also the Survivor stuff. So, like, I'll maybe play some Friday, and then maybe Saturday, but it's like, I don't have much time at this point. You played RPGs earlier? Dude, I fucking started in like August or something, right? When I start actually, let's look this up. When did I start playing games? I started playing games earlier this last year. Where's my game spreadsheet? Yeah, I finished Last of Us. I kind of cheated on the final fight, but I did finish Last of Us. Let's see. Yeah, I started Persona 3 Reload in August. Actually, even if we're going beyond that, actually, I started playing games for 2020, like the games of 2024, in July. I started at the end of July. I played Banishers, which took me a month, almost. Then I played Persona 3 Reload, which took me 3 months, almost. Played Double Exposure in the middle of all that. Then I played Still Wakes the Deep, Indica, Open Roads over the course of like a week. Played Silent Hill, which took me like a week and a half. Played Indiana Jones, which took me a couple weeks. Then played Metaphor, which took me 3 months almost. Then what? Casting of Frank Stone took me 10 days, even though it only took me 4 hours to finish. So that's funny. And then Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, which I've been playing for a month and a half at this point. So, yeah. I just don't have time, I think is the big issue. I think today's day 25, but that sounds about right. Because I believe Monday or Tuesday was day 23. I remember I saw it was day 23 at some point over the last couple days. So 100 lines where, yeah, that's the one that's like, was that Zero? What was it? It was like that was the one that like, it was like 2 series, like big series developers coming together, right? Finish the game on the finale stream. I think that'll just be annoying. I might play Balatro actually on the finale stream. By the way, finale stream, I don't know what I'm doing in terms of like stream, like I mean in terms of like I don't know when I'm starting, considering it's obviously the Survivor finale where like obviously like sometimes I just say fuck it and just start right away anyway, and then other times I start late. We'll see. I am annoyed in general that I'm not further ahead than I am, and again 50's been slowing me down, like being like caught up in 50 stuff, and then also like fucking talking about it on the Discord's been wasting time. Because again, I should be done with this Big Brother casting video by the end of today, and I didn't get it done. I only got about half of it done, and then I also had to get re-caught up on Survivor, finish up the Amazing Race video, and I still want to try to watch Grand Final before the finale, Survivor finale. So I have to get all that sorted at some point. And I was hoping to get more done before the Survivor finale, but that's just not happening. Again, thankfully Big Brother doesn't start until a bit later. Like, I'll pretty much have, what, a month and a half? More than that, right? No, about a month and a half, yeah, until Big Brother starts. So hopefully I can catch up a bit during that time, where it's not going to be all, like, again, and even with Big Brother, it's actually fine, because, like, obviously it's like the first, for the first few weeks or whatever, I don't have to be, like, super honed in on just it, in terms of, like, working on videos and stuff, so, like, it should be, like, again, like, 2-ish months of me catching up on things. I still need to make that Last of Us video, which, like, I don't know when that's coming out. Like, Last of Us finale is, what, in a week and a half? I haven't started the Last of Us video, and also, like, I don't even think I have time on the schedule until, like, June 18th or something. And that's not even taking into account Survivor 50. Because, again, we're probably getting the cast in 2 weeks, right? Is it 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks from today. So, I believe that lines up for, yeah, Saturday the 31st. More than likely, that video is going to be the 50 cast reaction. So that even bumps the Last of Us video another spot. So I don't know when that Last of Us review is coming out. I'm still going to do it, because it would bother me not to. But I don't know when that's a thing, though. There's a lot of videos that are just in flux right now, just because of the way I'm currently working on videos and the fact that I am behind. So let's see. So, yeah, the Last of Us video. The Year in Gaming video, I also don't know when that's coming out at this point. It's currently scheduled for 25th of June. It might have to cross over to July. We'll see. We'll see how long it takes for me to finish Yakuza. I think I might just beeline it at this point. I just want to get it fucking done. Like, finish Yakuza and then play Neva, which will be really short. And I'll probably play Grease at the same, like, after it, just for the sake of playing it, just because I want to play it anyway. And it's super short. But yeah, I'll probably play Neva first, just for the sake of, like, being able to make the video. But yeah, don't know when that video is coming out. And then I haven't, like, Total Draw World Tour, that video was supposed to come out next month. It's not now, just because there's no room on the schedule for it. Plus, also, I haven't started working on it at all.
So I don't know when that video is coming out. I don't know when the BB6 retrospective is coming out. The two videos, that's probably the, like, I'll probably actually work on the BB6 video before the Total Drama World Tour video. Because Total Drama World Tour, like, that's a video that, like, I don't think it really needs to come out anytime. And too for BB6 also, but like BB6, I at least want to try to get it close to the anniversary. Like Total Drama World Tour, like, there's no actual anniversary to hit. So it's like, it doesn't really matter when it comes out, as long as it comes out like sometime this year. And then same thing with Grand Final. Like Grand Final, like I'm gonna miss the anniversary. Like there's no way I'm hitting it. I believe the anniversary is actually the week before BB6. BB6's anniversary. But again, it'll come out this year. So that'll be something. What else do I have here? I need to make this Survivor 50 History of the Casting Rumor Mill video, whatever the fuck that's gonna be called. That's gonna be a video. Don't know when that's coming out either. I still need to watch Celebrity Survivor Vanuatu, I guess. I guess I'm still doing that. I don't know if I should. Like, I want to, like, do Australian Survivor retrospectives, but also I don't have time. So I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know if this is the smartest decision to be making right now, in a spot where I barely have time to do what I currently do, to also now add Australian Survivor retrospectives. So I don't know. I might end up canceling that, but we'll see. You know, actually, I think I'll do Celebrity no matter what, actually. Yeah, actually, the more I think about it, I think I'll do Celebrity no matter what. I think if I do 2016, I think is the debatable part. But yeah, I think I'll do Celebrity. Like, the thing with Celebrity, so Celebrity, I think I'll do no matter what. Will it come out this year? That is the question. It might, like, because like next year's the actual anniversary. The only reason I was thinking about doing it this year was because 2016 is next year. But if I say fuck it to doing the 2016 retrospective next year, then I'd probably just release the Celebrity Survivor one next year instead. That is true. I think those would actually do relatively well. Like, I think it'd do as well as the BB Can ones, which are fine. They do fine. Obviously not, like, the best performing videos I ever make or anything, but they do fine. "2016's underrated." Maybe? I don't know. I watched the first half, and I was actually, like, a little bit rewatched the first half, like, when Laced Up Lauren watched the first half. I was a bit underwhelmed, actually. Like, I felt like I remembered it being better. Like, it's still good. But, like, considering that's the best part of the season, I was, like, a bit underwhelmed, considering the rest of the season's kind of shit. I do need to talk about Sue's big move. Or, again, that is something I need to talk about. Actually, let's look at this. Okay, let's just look at the schedule. What else I would do? Mighty Morphin Power Ranger videos. I'll still do those, but I have not started them at all. Those are supposed to be on about 3 months. Aussie Ears, The World is happening eventually. We'll see how that goes. Survivor Guatemala, I'll have to watch eventually. I had to make the Australian Survivor player ranking eventually. So that's something. Enslave the Aussie to the West video is still on the schedule, which I guess I'm still doing. AC Syndicate. What else is there? Micro Story Mode, I forgot about that. Game of Thrones Telltale, I'm still debating if this is even worth it. I'm debating how in-depth I do this video. Like, I'm gonna do the video either way. It's just more so, like, how in-depth do I do a Game of Thrones Telltale video? Am I really gonna make a 2-hour video on Game of Thrones Telltale? I feel like that sounds so depressing. So I don't know what I'm doing with that video, but I'm definitely making it, but I think I'm gonna, like, not do it in the same way. Because there's no fucking way I'm gonna bother spending 2 hours. Like, I'm not gonna do because at least Tales from Borderlands is actually good. Like, am I really gonna do a 2-hour video on a very mid Telltale game that no one gives a shit about anymore? So I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, what's lined up for next year? Let's look at what's lined up for next year. AC Chronicles retrospective. Am I actually doing an AC Chronicles retrospective? I don't know. Might more for Alien Rangers, I'll still probably do. Panama, Survivor Panama, I'll probably still do. Walking Dead Michonne, I guess I'll do, but also probably a shorter one. Oh, did I miss Amazing Race Family Edition? I think I missed that when looking at the list. But either way, I'll probably still do that. Amazing Race 9, I guess. To be fair, Amazing Race is actually like super short to do. Like it's actually like not that bad to do Amazing Race videos, just because it's not. Because like with like again, like Australian Survivor, like obviously it's 24 fucking episodes is also the issue. Actually, no, 26 with with 2016. It's like that's so long. Like that's a lot. So like again, that's another one of the issues with Australian Survivor. Disney Channel Games retrospective, obviously. I need to do that. Minecraft Number could do well. I mean, like just in general, my Telltale stuff does well. Like those are still two of my most viewed videos. Recently are my 2 Walking Dead retrospectives. Like they're still getting views. I don't know what they're at right now, but I know my Walking Dead Season 1 video was in my top 3 videos a few days ago. Top 3 videos, like, of getting views over that day, not, like, in general, like, ever. I'm pretty sure 2024... Yeah, 2024, my second most viewed video of the year was my Walking Dead Season 2 video. My 4th most viewed video of the year was my Walking Dead Season 1 video. No, I don't think you're joking. I think it's a joke to think I would do it. I watched like, yeah, I watched things here and there of that when I was younger, but I don't think I've watched it all. I think it was just like on TV at points. I was like, oh, that's the thing that's happening. That's the thing that exists. But yeah, it is funny actually looking at my like most viewed videos for last year. Number 1 is my Big Brother ranking, like the all parts one. Number 2, Walking Dead Season 2. Number 3, my Survivor winner ranking, my new one. Number 4, Walking Dead Season 1. So that's kind of insane, especially because like that the Season 1 video was old. Like that one like picked up views like late, like a year after it came out, because my Season 2 video picked up, and then people started watching my Season 1 one. Hi, like it has almost 40. Kind of almost 40, like 37 plus views right now. 37,000 plus views right now. It only had like what, 5,000? Wait, is that right? Or is that the wrong date? Oh no, that's the wrong date. Which one is this? Oh no, that was right. Yeah, about 5-ish thousand when the other one came out. The Season 2 one came out. And then it kind of skyrocketed. Rank all the Disney Channel game players, obviously. Only someone watches all my video game stuff and not reality TV. I do wonder that. And again, 100%. Like, if you ever make a YouTube channel and want to do what I do, don't. It's not the smart move to make a channel and have like, yeah, like make Telltale retrospectives and make Survivor reviews and stuff like that. Yeah, don't do that if you actually want to make a successful channel. Like it's not a smart idea. Yeah, I'm sure there's someone here that's like pissed off that I'm not playing Squirrel With A Gun. They're like, oh my god, I need to know Squirrel With A Gun is a great game before buying it. Yeah, I'm disappointing all the Squirrel With A Gun fans. Wait. Well, how did I not notice that? The title is a snake with a gun. That's something. What is Survivor? What a question. I would find it funny if someone's like here the entire stream and is just now questioning like what is Survivor. Yeah, like I didn't notice that it said snake with a gun. Like, I assume it's because of the outfit, right? I'm wearing a snake one, but like that's cool though. I didn't realize that. Yeah, what is Survivor 50? What a question. I saw Survivor 50 was trending today, but I assume it's because of the idol stuff, right? Because the question of idols or no idols, which is insane. Has there been anything new on the Discord? I assume not, right? I doubt there's anything going on this late.
I see debate on whether or not Joe is a good player. Yeah, it doesn't look like much. A lot of talk about don't think Joe is winning. And yeah, pretty much nothing. So that's about as expected. Did I fight with someone Discord today? Did I fight with anyone today? I don't know if I did today. I mean, like, I guess, like, I don't know, like Edgic debates. But I'm not part of the chat BCC group. I was going to, and then realized you had to do it on mobile, and at that point I was just like, I don't really care enough. Got a long way with Camilla Truther. I got in a fight with Atlas, I assume. I got in a fight with him over that. I also got in a fight with the troll over Mitch. But that was before I knew he was a troll. Like, obviously now I know he's a troll. But, like, before I knew he was a troll, I got in a fight with him over him saying that Mitch is going to win. When am I Last of Us speedruns? I have someone listen to my Survivor Talk also? I assume so, right? But then also, it's like, how many people are actually watching my Last of Us speedruns? Actually, something I do wonder, because, like, people actually did watch my Life is Strange True Colors speedruns. Because I used to have the world record in that. And, like, yeah, like, the 100% playthrough is one that, like, again, even though it's only, like, 1,000-something views, it is my most viewed VOD. So I wonder how many people are watching that and being confused over me talking about, like, the Survivor 42 cast. Because I think that was during the airing of 41, if I remember right. Which is insane, actually. Like, looking back, it's insane that I've been streaming for that long. Because I started streaming before the new era even started. Like, that is pretty insane to think about. Like, when I was starting streaming, I believe BB Can 9 was about to end, right? I think it was the timing of it. BB Can 9 was about to end. BB 23 was about to start in a few months. Yeah, New Era hadn't started yet. I believe it just filmed. Like, that is pretty insane that it's been that long. Left the RGP group because I had 100 notifications last week. You can find out how to mute them? I mean, I assume it's in the settings somewhere, right? I had to do that, like, so I never had Discord on my phone. I finally installed, like, got it because, again, I'm wasting way too much time. Dude, I've literally been at work, like, on Discord. Actually, literally, like, like, I've been, yeah, like, whenever I log into work or whatever, I have Discord on my phone, like, the entire fucking time now. Fuck, what was the fucking story? Oh yeah, like, the thing that annoyed me is, yeah, I had to turn off notifications there because it fucking gave me like 1 billion of them. Not even from the Redmond Discord, it was like from all the other Discords I'm like following or whatever that I never fucking go to. You're snitching? Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, Tonight's Pro Scare, yeah. Which I'll probably play 3 and 4, right? 3 and 4 is on Game Pass, so I might as well stream that, right? I think it'll be fun. When's it come out? It's like a month or 2 from now, so I'll probably stream it. I'm actually excited to play some stuff on Xbox because it's been a while, actually, and I feel like there's actually some stuff I actually generally want to play on it. Actually, I forgot, what are we doing now? So, like, I think I've just done Squirrel With A Gun. It's like, ideally I would finish this game, but it's just like, it's just fucking annoying me. I guess I'm playing Death Stranding next stream? Because I think I'm still playing Death Stranding 2, I guess. Like, the thing is, I don't have time. Like, I want to play Death Stranding 2, and you hear really good, like, all the previews have been really fucking good. But also, I don't have time to play Death Stranding 2. But, and like, I don't know if it's worth buying it at launch. Especially because, like, I also want to play Expedition 33. But... Wait, does it come out the day after the BB premiere? Okay. Yeah, so I think it'll be the first... Oh yeah, I forgot. BB premiere's on Thursday, by the way. Which is a weird day. Because I would like I would be willing to stream. Well, actually no, because should I take work? Like, should I take a day off of work for a Big Brother premiere? I probably shouldn't, right? Yeah, I probably shouldn't. I could, but like I probably shouldn't. I probably will try to take the finale off, I think is what I'm gonna do. Especially if it's on like a Sunday or something. Like, yeah, I mean, actually, really, no matter what fucking day it is, I probably just will, yeah, probably take the finale day off. Actually, I think what will happen is, again, I think that'll probably be the next daytime stream, by the way. I think that's like, especially if the finale's on Sunday, I think I'll probably just take that weekend off and I'll probably do daytime stream on the Saturday. I think that's what I did last time, like last year. So I think I'll probably just do a similar thing again. But again, that's if the finale's on Sunday, which again has been for the last like 2 years, right? So yeah, that's probably the tentative plan right now. Erica Harlacher's releasing an album. That's something. How she is a singer. I'm curious if we're wanting Justin Min on Traders. I wouldn't be opposed to it. Justin's definitely my favorite Devil's Plan player. I feel like Justin essentially played how I think I would play if I was on the Traders. And again, wouldn't work or Traders on Devil's Plan. But yeah, like obviously again, I don't know if it'll work out for me, but I'll at least try to play it that way. Or stream reaction to episodes? Probably not, especially not to episodes that of shows that I'm doing videos on. Because I am like vigorously taking notes when like watching like Survivor and stuff like that. I actually think so. Like Taryn's been doing reactions to the Genius UK. I think that's something I should have considered doing. Especially because I'm probably not going to do a video on it at this point. I think like doing a reaction to it could have been a fun idea. But yeah, like if I ever do a reaction to something, it'll be like something like the Genius UK or like a Survivor Michigan or like something like that. More so than like Survivor Big Brother proper or Traders or anything like that. Taryn, yeah, actually I haven't watched that yet. I haven't. I don't remember. Did I finish episode 2? I remember I stopped midway through episode 2 before, but I don't remember if I went back to it. Actually, no, I think I did. I actually know. I remember I did. So yeah, but I haven't watched this episode 3 reaction yet. But I don't hate the game on paper, but I think it's broken. And I think I think Ben broke the game. But I think it's at least like a interesting concept because it's essentially like a mix. It's like kind of like scamming horse race to a degree of like each player having like hints. But then it's just them like having to solve a word. But I do think it's like interesting the like aspect of there being a player that's like that's like used to like cause distrust or whatever and like make people not figure out the word. But the problem is like obviously you give that person like the ability to like control all the information stuff in the way that he did. A server, I can make a bot to alert people when I go live. Yeah, I think the issue is that I don't have the time / like knowledge enough to run a Discord server. I think it'd just be a mess if I did start one. Episode 4 reminded me of a mix of Monopoly game and an ID exchange. Yeah. Yeah, I think that is what they're doing. They're just taking ideas from previous main matches, but then like, yeah, shaking it up, which I do like. I mean, like I do think obviously them just redoing Zombie Game. While I thought was like fun enough TV, I don't think it worked out the greatest. With like Ben just like automatically knowing the optimal strat. So I do like the fact that they are at least like trying to make new games. Again, are they working out? Questionable, but Like I thought the second death match, that hidden knots and crosses, or I thought that was a pretty good game. I'm trying to remember what else have they done. I guess the other death matches are like, so you got Go Hap, you got Indian Poker.